Hey, what's up, THL? We got Salty Saturday week 5 for season 5. And tonight, I'm Slimsh as always, and tonight I'm joined by Super Sam.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And of course, we have the Anarchist hosting the stream. And yeah, we've got some really great matches tonight. We've got a wide range. We've got, starting us off, we have Jack Sox from Team Well Met versus Slime Guy of the new team Initium Novum, playing in for the Yogg champs.
Followed
And
up by Top Hat Demon versus Phenom, and that's a very exciting match. Two very well versed players. So I'm excited for that as well.
Yeah, actually, all these matches are very close. The teams are either 1 point apart or no points apart within their scores so far this week. And after Top Hat Demon and Phenom, we have Comp of Defies Brotherhood versus Direst Bear of Team Parallax, who Super Sam is a part of.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one as well. And the first one. These are all going to be great matches tonight.
Yeah, so for the first one, double Shaman ban going into it. Jack Sox has Mage, Rogue, and Warrior remaining, and Slime Guy has Priest, Rogue, and Warrior remaining. So both having Rogue, both having Warrior, differing between Mage and Priest.
And depending on whether there's kind of three priests that could be possibly played. Obviously, the Dragon Priest is the most common, but then there's also a Reno Priest, which kind of fell out of rotation. And then if you've kept up on Rage's combo priest deck, that's actually very good in the meta against a control lineup.
Is that a
Genie Priest.
Genie Priest. Okay, cool. Well, they've
where you're
gotten into it.
using cards like Inner Fire
cool.
and
Yeah, I always like that.
yeah, it's a cool deck.
All right, so it looks like they're getting started. Not sure what they'll queue up with. It's interesting. I think that the Priest for Slime Guy is pretty well positioned against Mage and probably so-so against Warrior, but not against Rogue, so... Looks like they both had similar thoughts queuing up the Warrior first.
Yeah,
We'll
definitely. Well, when your opponent has a rogue, you don't want to let them get a win through, let's say, on your priest, right?
Definitely
Because
not.
you just want to kind of get your warrior a win first, so they never get that easy matchup with the rogue. You always want to have the warrior get a win first.
Right, so it looks like Jack Sox has probably a full Pirate Warrior with the Dread Corsair. Unfortunately, drew patches, and unfortunately, apparently this game is full of spectators, and I can't see Slime.
Likewise.
So we're gonna try this again.
I got a spec invite. I am loading it on Slime right now.
I've never gotten this error before.
Yeah, both of them got patches in opening hand. That's, however, unlikely. I actually prefer that both rather than only one of them. It comes for the more even match, I think.
Okay, so apparently I can't spectate Slime's hand at all.
All right, well, in Slime's hand, we have N'Zoth's First Mate, Patches, and Fiery War Axe. Jack Sox is going to coin out the patches to just deal with that small-time Buccaneer, not take any extra face damage. Likely, we're going to see the double one-drop.
Oh, there we go. I can
Fiery
see
War
both now.
Axe. Wow. So he has about Slime has about 7 turns of weapon charges just in his hand here, so it's pretty intense.
Yeah, so I might as well just get the Rusty Hook off while you can, and then I guess if you have to override with the War Axe for a good enough target, you happily do that, because you can't value the hook charges that much.
Yeah.
Slime's gonna hope to pick up more minions, though, because without those, I mean, with only answers, you're gonna be the one taking all the damage most likely. Because you do want to trade in this matchup.
Yeah, totally. The other consideration there was you don't really have anything to do in your hand right now, so patches might even be saved, because otherwise it's doing is 2 damage. When patches could, let's say, kill a Frothing Berserker with the 2 Fiery War Axes in your hand.
Yeah, patches could also be like a guaranteed pirate to buff up with maybe a Bloodsail Cultist. Just
exactly. I think the 2 damages that you'll gain is
probably not worth
it. But here he is gonna. It would not have changed anything. Oh, actually, it would have. Now he
Yeah,
can drop
having
the
had the
South
South
Sea
Sea
Captain, and
Captain
he
with-
doesn't have to take the 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
We've been seeing a lot more South Sea Captains played in Pirate Warrior lately. It just gives a more like stable, interesting 3-drop other than the Ravaging Ghoul or the
Yeah,
Fierce Monkey
makes
that I
makes
saw
all
every
the
once in a while.
1-drops so much better. Like the small time Buccaneer, it's insane enough on its own and usually gets dealt with. But if for some reason it doesn't, it's basically game winning to just buff it with the captain, and the captain's just such a huge target to take out. And patches sometimes doesn't go away so soon. So
There's always debate on which 3-drop you're going to play there, whether it's the Dread Corsair or the South Sea Captain.
yeah,
Because let's say you do draw a Fire War Axe or a Arcanite Reaper, those Dread Corsairs are going to be free. Luckily,
yeah. I think it's because
Slime-
I think Jaxox wants to play both the captain and the Buccaneer or something like that.
yeah, make it so it doesn't just die to the last charge of the Rusty Hook. But Fire War Axe does come down, and it's a really easy trade for him.
Surprise. Yeah, so that Corsair will be free with that Arcanite Reaper. This hook does nothing, so maybe it just goes to the face knowing that you're...
I think you
Close.
leave it up here so your opponent can't trade into the Small Time Buccaneer easily.
Yeah, oh
While
yeah,
playing
that's right. of
South
course.
Sea Captain and Small Time Buccaneer this turn,
Yeah.
I think is the correct play. And then next
Yeah,
turn you can
definitely keep
follow
the
up with an Arcanine Reaper, Dread Corsair. Really, really good tempo in that play. When Slime
Yeah.
is definitely running out of steam. He is ahead on damage though.
Yeah, the Dread Corsair just does... Because you know it's just going to die to the weapon, although the captain would too. But maybe you value the tempo more that you'd get next turn just by the free Corsair rather than... Because the captain's never going to be free.
And that's exactly what Slime just needed there.
Oh, wow.
The Frothing Berserker is a perfect draw.
Yeah,
Your
Arcanite
Slime now
Reaper will
can-
deal with it enough, but Jaxox will take a beating in doing that. Because it'll be
Jaxos's
pretty
life
big
is already fairly low.
Berserker. Yeah. Yeah, which that other War Axe can basically just be a fireball at that point if need be.
Exactly.
Not that it's the most important thing in the world, but I mean, Slime's squeezing in armor up here. That's not the case for Jax. Okay, just plays the weapon. I would have
Playing that weapon there, I think is a little bit unless you're planning on Leroying next turn.
Yeah, like, I just don't know how 6 mana or like even 5 mana gets used the next turn. It would have to be
Everything's
Arcanite
4
Reaper.
but Leroy, right? Other than Arcanite
Yeah.
Reaper, in which case if you draw Arcanite Reaper, you want to play it next turn and not play the War Axe.
Yeah. But either way, Jaxox is in serious trouble. Yeah,
Doesn't get
would have been
punished
fine
here.
with Gorkron.
Would have been perfect. Nothing's actually changed other than let's say
Yeah.
Jaxox might have had a weapon removal like Acidic Swamp Ooze. That would have made some big differences.
Right. Probably not running news though. Banned Shaman, not that great against Rogue.
Very true.
Well, with South Sea Captain, there's no way at all for Jaxox to live. He could clear the board and be at 1 health, but then he's just dead to Slime's weapon, so...
And here we see Jaxox getting a little bit punished for playing those taunts a bit earlier. Let's say he played the South Sea Captain. That card's just been sitting in his hand. Here, it would have been a 0 mana, 0/3 taunt, actually saving him from dying.
Yeah. Yeah, so the first one was played pretty quick. I think the second one was definitely played way too quick though.
Yeah.
I think holding
Your
on to
opponent's
the
going to be
captain
trading
the one
anyways,
time was
right?
good. Yeah, most likely. Because South Sea Captain, I mean, you gotta remove South Sea Captain. He's a 3/3 with taunt too,
Exactly.
essentially.
Otherwise, all your opponent's pirates you start getting 0 mana 4/4 taunts, and then you can't have that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so Jaxox goes down, losing the Pirate Warrior Mirror. Unfortunate, but he still has his Warrior. I mean, presumably they were trying to queue up into things that weren't the Mirror. They were trying to find each other's Rogue, and Pirate Warrior's really not that shabby against Priest. It's a pretty fair matchup, I would say.
So in this, we're just gonna assume that the Pirate Warrior is always gonna get her win, right?
I would think so.
So the win in the mirror might not even matter so much
Yeah,
when
maybe not.
Jaxox can get the win against the rogue.
The light shall bring victory.
Jaxox is gonna try and get a win with his rogue, you know, knowing that his opponent doesn't have a Pirate Warrior to queue up into it. I think that's a really good move by him.
Nice. Yeah, it gets the priest. Slime guy didn't want to put the rogue up, so good matchup
I'm
for
keeping the Northshire
Jaxos.
Cleric. Northshire Cleric is actually not something I would normally keep against a rogue, given
Well,
that every rogue is running Small Time Buccaneer, and especially on the coin, that's going to most likely just be a dead card if they uh, have the Small Time Buccaneer. Twilight Whelp is much better.
it's
You're looking for
reasonable
pirates.
versus Swashbuckler at least, and that is a Master Spell that has just entered the building.
Wow, that's beautiful. That is going to destroy some
I mean,
some concealed Gadget Sands or maybe some questing adventures, or ideally a giant Edwin is going to get turned into the
yeah,
lowly 2/2 plus
I
slime
think
drawing a card.
it'd be really sweet on Edwin or questing because I think against Auctioneer it's probably good, but it probably takes up the whole turn, and like a naked 4/4 that's done some card draw is just really good. This. Oh, I guess he's
Interesting
gonna
play as well.
backstab it. I would have just
Personally, I
leaned
think
toward
I'd
just
probably
dagger up.
just dagger up, don't
Backstab.
backstab. Let's say you draw a questing adventure or Edwin the following turn, then you can backstab and hit in with the dagger, giving you a lot of options.
Right.
This is almost a sap. You do not want to have to deal with this. It's going to draw way too many cards.
Will it? I think Slime's gonna be too slow to be healing minions in the next few turns.
I think it's just a dagger up, go face.
Yeah.
That's also fair. I could see that working as well.
Yeah, probably. I mean, things are starting to make sense here. You've got your Auctioneer, you've got your Conceal. You just want to ride your way to this until something better shows up, like Tomb Pillager or a different target to sap. Like Coin Twilight Guardian would be interesting. Oh wow, Cabal
He's really
Sun's
looking at the silences in this deck.
This could be Reno, Dragon Priest with some very interesting tech inclusions and a really fortunate draw to get so much of the early game.
Yeah, definitely could be. Was there any consideration for Jaxox to hit his weapon into the 1/5 there, just so maybe he can set up the following turn?
I think there was. Because if
But maybe he's thinking he's going to Fan of Knives this turn anyway, so he doesn't need it.
yeah. So
Are
Slime's
you gonna
really thinking about coining out the.
Twilight Guardian overplaying the Wormrest Agent? Personally, Wormrest Agent seems pretty good here. Coin's going to be very important later, especially with some of the
Yeah.
bulky cards you have in your hand. You might need to have to get a heal in, plus play Master Spell, or heal plus Twilight Guardian in the next couple turns.
Yeah.
I think the 2/4 does exactly what you needed to right here.
Yeah. Preserving the coin makes a good amount of sense. Might need to
Great prep
accelerate
draw
something.
by Jaxos. You do actually really want to draw that for when you have the Gadget Sand in hand.
Yeah, definitely. It's just gonna get spoiled by Master Spell at this rate. So Jaxox could just fan and kill this Wormrest. Unfortunately, it leaves the Northshire up, but a Dragon Priest isn't going to be in too big of a concern to. Oh, burning the prep here. Seems like
So burning a prep here does mean that you get to eviscerate and also kill the Northshire. It's a very interesting play. You also get to keep your 3/1 at the end, which against Priest is pretty much the 3/2 just like it was, unless he has another Northshire Cleric.
I just wonder if the Cleric is that big of a deal. Like they might draw some cards that might be annoying, but you assume that your Gadget Sand's gonna draw just as much, and that the only real way they deal with it is Dragonfire Potion, which would just take the Northshire with it. Whoa.
That is very true.
Now we're coining.
I still don't think you need to coin here. You have a great 4-drop. You have a great couple 5-drops. Why not?
Yeah, the dragons are pretty limited. Coining out the Azure Drake would possibly strand this Guardian for if this is Reno, which it seems like it is. Like Guardian just seems fine. If there was like an Azure Drake or something, you could deal with it pretty easily.
I've seen Cabal Song Stealer in normal Dragon Priest before.
I just don't know about Master Spell. It's so strange. Yeah. Another one. Is it ever... Probably not worth zapping. Just to stall. You got 28 health. You're against a priest. This could be a pretty reasonable just redagger, right? I think if you're Jaxox, if you do this auctioneer and you do prep, I mean, finding something like a counterfeit coin or another prep would be great, because then you could prep out one of these 2 mana spells and then coin into the conceal maybe.
Because now you're just taking minimum another 5 damage probably next turn.
It's not that bad. It's a priest. You expect to take a little beating and then just abuse your auctioneer.
Exactly. I think the Master Spell is actually going to change a lot in this matchup.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would just give the game to Jaxox 100%. With this hand, you know.
Yeah, seriously.
But
like an auctioneer
I'm
turn
really
like this
liking
without Dragonfire Potion would just be... I think what Jaxox is doing here is fine. So.
I think it's good. The sap is really good there. It'll turn out to heal for around 9.
Slime might just replay it given the limited dragons still.
Interesting.
coin
He's
it
gonna
out.
look to use his coin here, while also healing
Squeeze
with
in
North
card
Shrine
draw.
Cleric.
Okay. So
Very
once
interesting.
more options, more dragon consistency. Potion of Mana. This is looking more and more like Reno. It's got so many little like inclusions that you'd normally see, but they're all happening at the same time. So
Exactly. It could still be Reno. It would be very interesting.
yeah. So it makes a lot of sense what Jaxox is doing here. Unfortunately, it's going to get completely shut down by both Master Spell and probably just double trade and also heal.
This
No,
is
that's just
gonna
gonna
be
be
the Master Spell that we've always dreamed of. This is fantastic.
Oh my god. Well, you do it first to see if you can find... Well, I don't know what would change it, but... It's what's always...
I think you just take the double trade. Master Spell, heal your Twilight Guardian, take the double trade. It's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, your the Twilight Guardian is going to be a damaged 3/2, which is really awkward. Jaxox could not have seen this one coming. He could also Nether Spite, but keeping your dude alive and drawing is probably just the way to go. And that's one conceal completely nullified along with the trades. So
Jaxox must be freaking out right now.
Jaxox's last conceal has to do a lot of work. He needs to hide a huge Edwin or a questing. Assuming he's running a questing variant, which most are.
I think the double trade is always correct here.
Yes.
You're not really needing to do face damage, and Rogue can always do conceal and cold blood type things. It's gonna just be problems with you later. Have the easy clear on it this turn.
Yeah. So it looks like Eviscerate's just kind of dealing with a dude. I'm gonna see if Swashbuckler gets any more answers, because there's always the Tomb Pillager that can go with Eviscerate.
Very interesting.
That's a good rogue card.
Power Word
right
Shield
there.
is very good on as a
Azure
Drake. I definitely like the Tomb Pillager Eviscerate here, clearing the board.
Yeah. Yeah, just clear the board. Slime has lots of cards, but Jaxox can still end the game before
Not
they
many
really
of
matter.
Slime's cards can be played together.
No. Also, that's a second Shower Death pulled up now, so this is not Reno.
Unless the
Or-
only duplicate you run in is Death. I guess in
Alright,
Twilight
another
Guardian.
Twilight Guardian. Okay, so
It's
this
just
is
heavy teched Dragon Priest. Very
Yeah,
interesting.
I wonder what was cut for all of that.
Yeah, I'm curious as well.
Kind of weird. Okay, so with 2 deaths now, you kind of like to take out
Gotta use
The
one of the
Tomb
deaths,
Culture.
right?
Oh, he could also use Blackwing Corruptor and Potion Madness to just clear the board and save death.
That is quite a good turn. I kind of like that turn, actually. Very good.
If you
I
can,
almost
if you
forgot
can
about
utilize,
how relevant this card is, Potion of
Yeah.
Madness.
yeah, if you can utilize Potion of Madness, that's just awesome. Because death is gonna always be great. Like Slime's got all the answers.
Yeah, I can't see this game going to Jaxos right now. He's just been running out of steam. You know, unless he finds a way, if that Azure Drake sticks, that's his way to win this game. Buffs the Azure Drake. Slime has no direct damage. He only has deaths. He can't actually kill his guy. I think that's how we're dealing with this. Getting eviscerated on that 5/4. And then maybe Cold Blood concealing at the following turn with the second Azure Drake. What do you think about that, Slimsh? Trying to set up a 2-turn lethal with.
Sorry, I was sending a message about something on that. Oh, okay. Never mind. We're good.
We can deal 20
2-turn
damage
lethers?
guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
Right here. So we eviscerate the 5/4, we hit face for 4, and as long as he doesn't kill the 4/6, then we play Azure Drake, Cold Blood, Conceal, and
Wait,
that's guaranteed lethal.
There's no hitting the face for 4 just yet. The Drake has summoning sickness.
I guess we could actually just not do anything this turn.
Yeah,
Save
because
the
this
eviscerate.
Drake only gets entombed for the most part. It's just like Bran Corruptor.
I think we had guaranteed lethal if we saved the eviscerate, hoping that our Azure Drake lives. That is.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right,
I mean,
'cause-
Jaxox also has plenty of cycle in hand, only 12 cards left in the deck, and like a lot of ability to cycle into the other auctioneer.
We
And
had a total
also
of
Edwin.
26 damage, and then we had weapon charges for 3. So we could have done 29 guaranteed over 2 turns. If we saved that eviscerate there. But it's a good thing that we used it because the silence on the Azure Drake would have meant that that Slime could have traded his guy in and then ruin our whole plan.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so looks like auctioneer number 2 is happening. You'd hope there's a counterfeit coin, maybe another prep.
That sap is a great draw. If Jaxox isn't going face here, I don't know why.
He's trading because he's thinking about concealing, but he should have
I think a Cold Blood
see
go
what he would
face.
draw first. Yeah, Cold Blood go face and conceal because it's a dragon, so not even Dragon Fire Potion could deal with it. That would have been the way
It
to
would
go.
have left.
Probably, huh?
Yeah, it definitely would have
he
left
does-
Slime at 16 with nothing to do.
So okay, so the Cold Blood didn't happen, the conceal didn't happen, because now it seems like Jaxox is hoping to conceal the Edwin for the win. And if the auctioneer sticks, then he's basically won from that point. But he sapped the Song Stealer, so he
Gave
seems
his
confusing.
opponent an out.
a
Kind of
way
interesting.
to neutralize the gadgets in.
Yeah, that's not even a bad turn right there. Just neutralize gadgets and heal face.
Sure. Yeah, that was
But,
weird. So it seemed like Jaxox didn't do the conceal to try and set up for the Edwin, but by sapping the Song Stealer, he's probably still gonna cycle a good amount. I mean, or at least make Edwin big enough before the conceal.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jaxox actually still wins this one. Yeah, definitely with that.
Oh
that
my
card.
god! Now with questing.
Get the questing down. You questing Cold Blood the gadgets and auctioneer. Then
You
you're
can-
at 6 mana still.
You
You
can squeeze
play
in Thalnos, Cold Blood, and conceal at the end of it.
exactly.
Also,
Yeah,
I
you
get-
play Thalnos, Edwin, conceal, and then
Yeah.
you guaranteed won the game. That's really good, actually. I'm glad.
wondering
The
if
only
there
thing
was
that can
ever-
get you is Dragon Fire Potion.
was there ever a reason to put the Cold Blood on the Drake instead to play around Dragonfire Potion? I think there might have been.
Well, Dragon Fire
but then the
Potion
questing's
leaves you
not
with
dead.
exactly.
Never mind. Yeah, so Jaxox will be just fine. He's not dead, obviously. So those deaths are for nothing because the second conceal was able to pull enough weight. Well,
Slime is
does
actually
have
kind of
taunt,
close to living, but just by Holy Nova
Hmm.
and Twilight Guardian, but it's not quite going to be enough.
Yeah. Twilight Guardian, Holy Nova, but then you're dead on board.
Yeah, you're still down on board. There's no outs for Slime here. Well played by Jaxox.
Yeah, and buffing up the Guardian's health doesn't really help either, because then you're not killing the Drake and the Thalnos, which the Drake and the Thalnos basically negate the buff. So yeah, no way to escape for Slime. The Mass Dispel was admirable, but it didn't pay off. A for effort, I guess. Well, now Jaxox knows about that tech inclusion. It feels like it's generous to call it a tech. It's just such
It is a good tech.
a meme.
But if only if he had a second one, right? This turn would be insane if he had a second one.
Now that would be commitment right there.
Remove like 16 attack from your opponent's board, that'd be fantastic.
Oh my god.
Those 2 Shadow Word Deaths in hand were not able to get Slime there, but
Nope.
you know, the Priest is going to be very good against Jaxox's Warrior.
Probably his mage too. I'd imagine he's playing Reno Mage, although he banned Shaman, which makes no sense. The case of Reno Mage, that's Reno Mage's best matchup. Usually, assuming it's aggro Shaman. Other Shamans can be a bit more of a struggle
Yeah.
in some cases.
Personally, I've been really liking more mid-range Shaman with like
Yeah.
all of the Jada totems and stuff. Those guys are pretty good. The 7-mana 5/5
Mm-hmm.
is really great too. Really good against a lot of aggro decks.
The light shall bring victory.
Yeah, it usually gets the job done. So Jaxox putting out the Warrior again. Mass Dispel, not so good against Pirates, I think.
No, I'd
I
throw
think.
that card away every time.
You think he runs?
Question is, do you keep the Twilight Guardian? And I think the answer is yes.
I could definitely see a case for mulliganing very aggressively for 1s and 2s, especially going first. Going first, you want those plays ASAP. You want Cleric. You want... It keeps the Talon Priest.
Interesting keeping the 3 there.
I mean, it's great if you have minions to buff. It's reasonable if you don't have minions to buff, but not much beyond that. Like, turn 3's... Like, sometimes a Pirate Warrior kills you a few turns from then. I think you coin out this small time. It's just so much pressure so early.
You are 100% coining out the small time here.
Yeah.
As Jaxox, what does his opponent play that does anything? If he plays the 2/4, then you just trade both your guys in.
And upgrade.
An upgrade, exactly. He's just thinking about his next turn, what's he gonna do? But if that's the case, then I probably would have just played the small time Buccaneer this turn over the N'Zoth's first mate.
Right, because you always want small time ASAP. Yeah, so if it was going to be anything, it would have been small time. Because
Exactly.
the weapon swing was not. But the 1/1 would be for Worm Rust Agent. I mean, I think you just get everything out there.
I think the question here was, do you coin out the N'Zoth's first mate or do you keep it? And I think the answer was you don't coin out the N'Zoth's first mate, you just play the small time turn 1.
Yeah.
But little tiny misplay from Jaxox there.
Alright, so he's going to preserve the coin for, I guess, Kor'kron Elite.
And
Oh,
attacking
never
with the
mind.
weapon, oh wow, yeah. Pretty good.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so Jaxox just is going to continue to save the coin and just make a huge hook. Because these pirates are definitely sticking.
Exactly.
So I guess now's the time for the Cabal.
Talon Priest to try and
Talon
deal with some
Priest.
of these little minions.
Yeah, which Jaxox, I imagine Jaxox would trade just to get as much out of his small time as he could.
Or at this point, just go face with it. Your opponent's going to be...
Because AoE, Holy Nova's a turn away.
So making a 4/4 frothing is going to be a fantastic turn this turn, I think.
Yeah, I think Jaxox is really committed to continuing to buff this weapon.
Pirates?
Yeah,
Okay.
gonna make trades too. I mean,
This
yeah,
also
you
doesn't. Oh wow, what a great draw!
you miss 4
Incredible.
damage, but you are basically planning on getting a lot more out of your small time. Although in this case, it's just gonna help take out a taunt.
In this turn, you're just making the 4/4 or the 3/6 taunt. It's fantastic for slime. And then next turn, I actually think the Frothing Berserker is stronger than the Kor'kron
The
Elite.
Core Crown. Probably
Gotcha.
it plays around Blackwing Corruptor and Holy Nova, which can't really be said for Core Crown Elite. No matter what Core Crown's doing. Yeah, this Frothing could just be... It could make a really awkward turn where you like force them to Shadow Word Death. Just to heal.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You don't-
it's been very awkward the way that this coin has been held on to. Oh yeah, with Deckhand now, even more so. You could it won't influence your trades, but you get that extra damage in, and then I mean the main way the Deckhand gets dealt with is Holy Nova, and Holy Nova just makes a huge Berserker. So
Yeah.
Jaxox
So,
does not even play around Holy Nova because it's just so good for his Berserker.
but he also doesn't play around the Shadow Word Death, which is a fairly good play for slime here.
Yeah, he could have made it a 4/4, which... I mean, I get, on the one hand, you're not so sad if they use the death, because it's a pretty weak turn.
Death heal, going to 18. Then you take 10, 12. You're at 6. Clears board. I think Jaxox win this game 10 times out of 10.
Like, Slime...
No way for Slime to get back here.
Slime's kind of keeping up, but at the same time, just kind of one step behind.
Especially with that Frothing Berserker draw.
Another Frothing
Jaxox
Berserker.
guaranteed wins. Oh no, Jaxox, don't attack with your weapon before all time.
Oh no!
Come on,
He's still
Jaxox.
gonna win.
Never punished.
Oh. That missed 2
Oh my
damage.
gosh.
That could be...
Slime is not dead here.
Oh, Potion of Madness! He can clear
Potion
now.
of Madness.
Oh my god, and because Jaxox missed the 2 damage, he can't kill with Arcanite Reaper.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That is
there might
crazy.
be- there
Jaxox, no!
There might be justice.
Jaxox is probably still going to get the win because Arcanite Reaper does 10 damage over 2 turns.
There'd have to be... Oh, the coin pays off. Never punished.
Never punished.
Makes you sad. Makes you sad deep down. So Jaxox just needs a win with Mage.
And Slime is just needing...
So Slime will probably continue to queue up the Priest. Do you think Jaxox is doing anything crazy like, Oh man, a Freeze Mage would be something. Actually.
You know, do you think I could take Jaxox playing Freeze Mage? That'd be interesting. I think I wouldn't have enough time to talk about everything. Freeze Mage is a very interesting deck. It's a lifetime to learn, 2 lifetimes to master kind of deck.
This chat's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, so let's see if the Mage can pull it out. If it's Freeze Mage, then Jaxox is kind of a genius.
Kind of a genius. Running that double Flame Strike.
Yeah.
Oh. I think what I'm seeing is Inkmaster Solia Reno Mage, but you know, it could be something else.
Pyroblast would indicate something along the lines of Rage's list.
Yes. Or it could just be a Freeze Mage from
Could
good
be.
old 2014.
Could be. And Slime's got awesome stuff. Edwin on
Yeah,
the
that's
coin.
a really good hand.
Stab.
I think you definitely drop the gadgets and conceal here. You want to be aggressive versus all these mages.
Yeah, just find pirates, find maybe preparation. If you, I mean, against Arena, if you go all in on Edwin, and they don't have polymorph,
Kind
that's
of just win.
it's just a great way to win. Okay,
That
ditches
is the Reno
Auctioneer,
Mage.
gets Auctioneer.
Keeping that conceal is interesting. I don't see why you need it. right now.
Conceal's such a funky card to keep.
Never counterfeit coin. That if that prep was a counterfeit coin, we'd be in business right here.
Yeah, could go YOLO on Edwin, but just not
On the other
much
hand, we're looking at
reason.
Jacksox's hand, which is the Reno hand.
This is the Reno hand. You have all the cards in your hand that rely on your deck not having duplicates.
Wow.
So it looks like Slime is hoping to Edwin on a turn when there's things to do with the spells, like something to prep sap, something to backstab, which he's gonna get.
Yeah.
By
But on the
playing
other hand, that Doomsayer Frostbolt is gonna pretty much.
yeah.
Oh, Doomsayer Divine Spirit. No, it's gonna get sapped.
Yeah.
But Divine Spirit is really good here. I think you're taking that.
Volcanic
interesting.
Potion's a card that you put into your deck, but it's not that great against Rogue.
No,
At least
I think you
not
take the
past,
Divine Spirit. Cool
this
card.
very turn.
Hmm.
Yeah, Divine Spirit after you've seen Sap, maybe it can do something. I mean, I don't think Shadow Flame's very good. For Reno Mage, Shadow Flame is a very specific card that Reno locks run because they have number 1 life tap, number 2 power overwhelming, number 2 just huge dudes.
You got to go in with Edwin here, right?
It sure is good against Rogue though, so it can probably find use. Yeah, going in on Edwin for sure.
So
Like,
many
just
options.
backstab, coin. You could even prep Edwin Conceal.
I think you'd save the prep with the gadgets in hand, but I might.
You could just coin out the so backstab, coin, Edwin.
Conceal
it's a
is even
6/6.
fine.
Hmm.
If you conceal the Edwin, it means that he can't Doomsayer Frostbolt the following turn.
Yeah, it means that Edwin, while it's only a 6/6, it's safe from removal. Both Fireball and Polymorph on the turns that they would happen, and then it would force them to remove it
Pursue.
Exactly.
the following turn. Because with using the coin like this, Conceal's not important for Auctioneer so much. Like, they deal
Super
with it with
interesting.
Flamestrike anyway.
It'd be super interesting if Slime concealed first.
Yeah,
Got an
made
8/8 Edwin.
Yeah, and
It
then
also
only
makes it
Polymorph
immune to
could do it.
Fireball. It's just Polymorph, and if your opponent Polymorphs here, not doing anything else with this turn, leaves you with 1/1.
Yeah.
Gonna get that
Doomsayer's just
Doomsayer.
dead. I think Kazakus is the way to go.
He took the Shadow Flame, which is interesting.
I will.
Personally, like Kazakus, you can make such a good potion. If you don't get the 4 damage AoE, like you can deal 5 damage, you can polymorph a random minion, which could be
Yeah,
this
on
Edwin.
board, he doesn't even have to spend. Slime doesn't have to spend any mana dealing with this Doomsayer.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna
Very
sit-
interesting. The
doesn't
sap
have
is
to
not
sap
worth it,
it.
I don't think here.
It connects damage, but how much is damage worth? There's no burst in hand. Like, the hand is basically saying that the Auctioneer is going to be the winner.
That if you're saying that, I'm pretty sure you're just playing your boy Blood Mage now this turn.
Yeah. See, now
Not really needing the weapon charge.
having seen that sap, the Doomsayer Frostbolt just looks good. There's also just Frostbolt, Forgotten Torch. I could see both. You could just instantly kill it, or you could try and set up for Emperor, which would just be game winning.
Yeah, I definitely like the Forgotten Torch there because then
Yeah.
this next turn you can just straight up drop the Doomsayer, denying the Gadget Zen. Doomsayer ping or even Doomsayer ping. I don't think you need to play the 6 Wampoos here.
Right. Yeah, so just the naked Thalnos, saving the fan for prep and auctioneer because double draw.
I might actually fan there.
Yeah, because you
Seems very
figure
clunky.
you'll find
It
another
doesn't
spell.
get much use. Exactly.
It's basically
Next 4
all about
cards. 5
auctioneer
cards.
this time.
Exactly.
And wouldn't be a liability if it were to be Acolyte. So yeah. Emperor's
Interesting.
pretty
He's
good.
just dropping that Emperor.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ping.
Slime again is gonna have a. It's just gonna be able to deal with that really easily.
Ping Acolyte, Ping Doomsayer, Ping Doomsayer Ooze even. Although Ooze is not a bad Shadow Flame target.
Definitely think
Not really though.
Doomsayer needed to be played there.
Yeah.
You've seen a sap already. The only way he deals with it was second sap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are we gonna see the
Another
prep Cold Blood?
There's also Eviscerate. But
Eviscerate always deals 4. You have to have a minion develop to deal 4 with Cold Blood. I kind of like the prep Cold Blood here.
I can get behind it.
And Eviscerate gets that deals spell damage. This forces him to do a ping this following turn. On the Leroy, okay. Now we're cooking with fire.
Okay,
We
now
haven't even seen
the
our-
Cold Blood's fine. So Jaxox's only way to deal with this is through Kazakis. There's also just like Ooze Shadow Flame Ping, but that's really awkward, so okay, never mind, there's also Roaring Torch. Be super safe here and just like Roaring Torch, Ping, Doomsayer, Ooze, and just set up for like Reno and Kazakis, which is just ridiculous to be happening on.
So close to being dead right now.
Yeah, but you saw Eviscerate, so Rogue's got 14 cards left, so I don't think you can be scared about dying here. Also, there would have to be another prep. Or
If it was me here, I would definitely just play the Azure Drake and save the weapon. Don't scare Jaxox at this point. You are 1 mana off lethal here.
Wait. Oh, so just Drake and yeah, because at that point it's not even worth sapping the Doomsayer because your Drake's just dead anyway to the.
Or even just coin Drake here, draw a card. Just make Jaxox feel like he's safe.
Yeah, 1 mana off lethal. I think Jaxox was always going to Reno. Oh no, with Ice Block he definitely was Reno, and now he certainly won't Reno. Is he pinging his Acolyte?
I definitely think he dropped the Zakus there over pinging the Acolyte.
Should have done that first. I actually don't mind this.
To be honest, you're playing Ice Block every time.
Yeah, it's true.
There's no question about it. All right, let's see some swashbuckler memes right here.
Ha!
See some good ones. Personally, I think I like dropping the Azure Drake first. Because if you drop
Right.
Azure Drake first, you can draw Questing
Like,
Adventurer into
There's
Coin
no mirror
Swashbuckler.
entity playing around if the Ice Block came from the deck. There's not even been Babbling Book played. Oh, maybe
Good
he
old
really
patches
wanted
on
to get the
turn 8.
patches.
That's interesting.
He really wanted to guarantee the patches wouldn't get drawn.
I don't like guaranteeing playing 2 1/1s against my opponent's Acolyte of Pain. We're gonna be
No, me
honest with you
neither.
there.
Same.
So many
TBH.
options.
EBH. Right, there's a lot of things to do for Slime, and none of them feel good.
Too soon.
Oh,
Slime's very interesting. Gonna pop him here.
but why?
Well, maybe he's just hoping he doesn't have Reno.
I mean, I guess that's a fine way to think. But
Are
it'd
you
be
gonna
nice if
win
you were popping
anyway?
them. Oh,
He's
okay.
gonna use
he
the-
can pop with the Eviscerate.
Oh my
okay, so he's
gosh.
basically just saying, you Reno, you win.
Oh
Okay,
my
didn't
god.
pop.
He
Couldn't have
uses
popped
the coin.
for nothing.
Wow. And that Alex draws a top deck means that he doesn't even have to Reno here to stay untouched. Drop that Alex draws a, develop an 8/8, and just like kill your opponent.
Wow.
Wow.
The Alex draw. Whoa. Okay. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess you
this
don't.
does set up lethal.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, I
like,
guess you don't really care. You saw 1 sap get used, and if Alex draws gets sapped, well, I mean, Leroy, the main burst just got used, so maybe you're feeling safe, sometimes just Alexing yourself back up. Probably not when there's a board.
I'm real happy about this Shaku, by the way. That's a sweet card. All right, you
Yeah.
gotta sap. You gotta sap the Alexstrasza. That's happening. No, I
Seems
think
like
you just
Slime is
Yeah.
not playing a questing variant at this rate.
yeah. It doesn't. It seems like a very different deck.
Which I don't know. It seems like most rogue people have come to agree that questing's just the way to go.
I think so.
I
So I
think
think you
so.
definitely sap here, right? You have to sap. Come on. The hero power killing the
I would
Acolyte
think so.
King.
I mean,
Still setting up a board. Your opponent has to Reno this following turn.
like you don't want them to Alex themselves back up to 15, but at the same time,
So many.
They're dead if they do almost. You have that eviscerate.
that would be their whole turn.
See the second win coming for the third win actually from Jaxox. He's gonna take this series with the
Yeah,
Pyroblast. That's
will be-
fantastic. Very well played by both of them.
Yeah, it's really amazing that Jaxox never needed to play Reno or Kazakis, although he definitely had the good spot to play Kazakis at several points. But yeah, Mage versus Rogue takes it 3-1, and that's a huge deal for Team Wellmet. Now they're up 11-9, so they could even lose their last match in
Yeah.
some cases and tie at worst. Not much point in really thinking about that, but cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have Top Hat Demon and Phenom soon.
Fantastic. I'm real excited for that.
And it looks like they're about to get ready. So this one's real interesting, and I would love to hear any ideas you got about Phenom, who's bringing a really unique lineup in Druid, Mage, Priest, and Warlock. No Shaman, no Warrior.
So, what I'm seeing here is a very ban-focused lineup. You're looking to ban the either Shaman or Warrior because the Druid is very weak to that, and then the War. I'm thinking that he's probably going to be banning the Warrior because the Mage, the Warlock, both deal really good versus the Shaman, and the Priest can deal all right versus the Shaman. I'm looking to see a a Reno Priest here, something that just kind of like deals with Shaman really nicely, and then he's just going to win against all the control decks with his Druid. His Mage and his Warlock are going to beat that Shaman, and then the Priest is hopefully going to beat the mid-range decks. So it's a lot of really good stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe
so
he also just tried to screw with his opponent by
Yeah.
picking some stuff that he might not know how to deal with.
What I see is that if Top Hat Demon ever brings Reno Mage to this match, he better be banning either Druid or Priest in the process, and maybe that's something he'd rather not do. So maybe he's building Tempo Mage, or maybe some other variant.
So we just heard that Top Hat Demon has banned his Pheno's Mage, and then Pheno has banned the Shaman. So he's gonna deal with that Pirate Warrior with some of his more conservative decks. Maybe save the Druid till last so he doesn't get that free Pirate Warrior win.
Yeah. That makes some sense. And Top Hat Demon's banned Mage, which
Which
kind of
makes
interested.
sense.
I mean, yeah,
Even-
like Phenom didn't have many appealing ones to ban. If it wasn't going to be Druid or Priest to protect a Reno Mage, then I guess he just banned Mage.
As Top Hat, you're like, I have Shaman Warrior. I'm not gonna ban Druid. And then you're like, well, I have Mage and Priest. I'm not gonna ban Warlock. And then Priest
Yeah.
is kind of even versus everything, but Mage kind of beats like 3 out of my 4 decks, so let's ban Mage. That's how I see Top Hat doing. And then Phenom's sticking with the strategy where he wants to beat the deck that beats his Druid. So he kind of gets a really great Druid start
Mm-hmm.
while keeping the Druid away from his Warrior. So I think Phenom is trying to bait Top Hat into playing Warrior, while Phenom just kills the Warrior with his Mage, Priest, and Warlock, and then Druid's just going to find a win on any of his other decks. So not going for a
Right.
3-0 sweep with this, but definitely going for either a 3-1 or a 3-2, which is a pretty sound strategy from Phenom.
Druid's always got the the potential to get it done, even against its bad matchups. Sometimes, like even against Pirate Warrior, you just find some combination of ramp, innervate, and timely taunts plus removal. It's possible.
Yeah, definitely
yeah.
possible.
It's really interesting though. I mean, if Phenom gets it done without bringing Shaman, which over 90% of THL does, that's pretty impressive. I mean, usually Shaman, about half the time, Shaman just soaks up a ban anyway.
Yep.
There's
Shaman
value in
bans.
that.
Don't know what to ban, ban Shaman. Always works.
Always works. Yeah, so they should be all ready to go and queue up whenever.
Yeah, I think they're just about ready. I hope.
So yeah, I'm interested to see these priests, especially actually Top Hat Demon's priest. He banned mage, so I wonder what his priest is up to. Maybe it could just still be Dragon Priest. Not good against Warlock. Has a mirror. Slightly
I'm
good against
really
Druid.
hoping to see any of this rage combo priest stuff.
That'd be pretty sweet. All right, they have
That's what I
queued
want to
up.
see. Awesome.
Alright, so it's gonna start out Phenom's Warlock versus Top Hat Demon's Priest.
Top Hat Demon did not fall for the baiting that Phenom was trying to do. Trying to bait out that warrior.
Yeah. So Top Hat Demon's
Yeah, I saw Top Hat Demon just have Ragnaros in his Dragon Priest deck. Really interesting.
yeah, Ragnaros is it's a pretty good inclusion to have in your Dragon Priest if you expect to go up against slower things like
Then we see the top deck of Eater of Secrets to just destroy the mage. Very
that
interesting as well.
is really something.
Maybe this is I can see this as almost like a combo deck. You know, Eater of Secrets, just being able to
Like
open
you'll
up
never
that
they never
door,
really play
right?
around it if they're ever at one. Like Reno mages fully expect to abuse their ice blocks
Oh yeah,
every
where they
time.
just try and they're like, oh, I'm at 1 health, I'm fine, I have an ice block up, and they try and develop so their opponent have to pop the block, but then Eater of Secrets Hellfire comes out and they're like, well,
Well, got me.
good game. So this is an interesting Netherspite historian from Top Hat Demon. You can either pick Hungry Dragon, Dragonkin Sorcerer, and Osdormu. Personally, against Reno Lock, I want to pick one of the more mid-game things, so one of the 4-drops, and you don't have a 4-drop in hand, so I probably would have picked the Dragonkin Sorcerer.
I think Hungry Dragon would have been fine too. You got 2 minions here, which can clear the average 1-drop pretty easily.
You're definitely right with that as well. And it's it's super difficult to kill. You go 5/6 into 5/6.
Absolutely amazing because of Velen's Chosen on top of Power Word Shield.
Yeah. You got a 4/6, and then Velen's Chosen makes it a good old 6/10 for 7 mana.
Top Hat Demon
Nice.
holds Twilight Whelp to play around either MC Tech or Hellfire, I guess.
Yeah, it's a really good play around MC Tech.
Might as well.
And also,
Wow. It's a great Shadow Word Pain. Might as well draw first, I would imagine.
pretty good
Yeah,
Shadow Word Pain, but it's also pretty good to just drop the Draconid Operative this turn.
Yeah.
You get to clear your opponent's board other than a Refreshment Vendor. Leave both of your 1/2 minions alive, and then also the guy. But I guess you could just clear the board here. Don't develop, and it's gonna be pretty good for Top Hat Demon either way.
Top
really
Hat
like
Demon's got a lot of good stuff going on in this particular build of Dragon Priest. We saw the Rag and we saw the Dragon Fire Potion. I almost wonder, you always gotta ask yourself if it's Reno. So far, it could be.
I don't think it's Reno, but
It's all one of so far, and
it's
definitely
fairly interesting. We'll, I'll humor you.
I
could
mean,
be really good.
Twilight Drake does go in some builds.
Twilight Drake is really
As
good
a
in the
one of.
board.
Dragonfire Potion definitely goes in builds that include Ragnaros to try and be better against lower decks. So these are not too wild so far.
No.
It's just a distinct possibility that it could be Reno. So look, we're looking. Oh, okay. Just going
Straight up,
for
10
the,
toss spells. There we
straight
go.
for the 10.
He's got balls.
I mean, technically it's going to be a 9 because I'm guessing the Emperor's always getting played.
Transform all minions into sheep. That's what I want to see here.
It's the best option.
So draw 3 cards, make him sheep. Really good. Gonna be fantastic when he plays Emperor this following turn.
Yeah, definitely. Get to the sheep ASAP.
Ooh.
Top hat
Mind-Control
demon.
Tech, Twisting Nether, and Shadow Flame. All of those are kind of fantastic.
They all kind of are doing the same thing. But
I'm
Twisting
thinking
Nether,
the Shadow Flame seems very interesting to me here.
Twisting Nether is really high impact but very expensive, while the other cards kind of help you do the same thing. But you can
To me,
squeeze them
Twisting
in
Nether
with more.
Twisting Nether also destroys your board, and that's scary for me. Shadow Flame only destroys one minion.
Yeah, I
And
can see that.
as Dragon Priest, I like to utilize all my minions as much as possible.
I wonder.
I can get behind Shadow Flame.
I'm not really seeing Phenom as developing a lot here.
Yeah.
But with that 10 mana Kazakis potion, that Top Hat Demon knows there is a Kazakis potion. He doesn't know it's a 10 mana one.
Yeah.
But he could see something like summon 3 minions that have died this game. They all gain 6 health, and then Twisting Nether would be fantastic there.
Right. So this is
Nice.
just tap Mountain Giant.
Get that Shadow Word Death out there. Doesn't just straight up die to the operative like the
Right. Gives you some
Dorzan
hope
does.
to try and kill the operative.
but it's a pretty great turn here. Twilight Drake, Coin Death.
Yeah.
Deal 5 to your opponent. Unless your opponent has Twisting Nether, it's going to be very difficult for him to deal with your stuff.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a siphon.
I want to see this Nozdorma hit the play. It's going to be fantastic.
Haha.
And you have 2 dragons on board right now.
By the way, still only one of us.
Very interesting. Drop that Emperor Thorazan, and Top Hat Demon just straight up drops the Dragonfire Potion, maybe even a Twilight Whelp, applies pressure, forces you to play the Reno Jackson,
Yeah.
and maybe he gets like an easy Shadow Flame trade in. Or even just trade plus Blackwing Corruptor, double trade your little guys, Blackwing Corruptor, deal with the Reno, then you win on board from there. The only thing I'm scared of is Twisting Nether, and not many people are running that lately, so I might just
No.
go for it here. If I was Top Hat Demon following an Emperor Thorazan.
hmm Yeah, sooner or later, Emperor is going to make a lot of sense. You want to discount the Kazakis potion to 9. Discounting Reno, honestly, is looking to become more and more important. So you would like a Dragonfire potion here just to kill... Okay, it's not Reno. I stand corrected. There's a second Twilight Drake. Which it looks
Very
like he's going to
interesting.
try and abuse here just by drawing a card first. So, could trade with Emperor by either using both Cleric and Twilight Drake, or just the Draconoid Operative.
You also have Shadow Flame, so you could not trade with anything and just kind of build the board, go face, force your opponent to Reno.
It's
but
too
to
late
be
for
honest, I don't
Dragonfire
think-
Potion now, so...
Just leave up the Emperor is also a play, but I think you probably trade into it.
Top Hat Demon might be thinking about things like Twisting Nether in making certain plays, but... Is he just going to hold off here and say, this is my board, I'm happy with this level of commitment? Very conservative.
Makes a lot of sense though.
Yeah, because the one health operative is kind of awkward. I'm not sure if there was an opportunity at any point
Oh.
for Phenom.
Never
for Phenom to use
Nozdormu.
Immortal Coil. No,
That would have
That
been
would've been-
fantastic.
that would have been crazy. So maybe a slight misplay if this peddler finds coil. Shifter's Eris, we got the memes, boys.
Oh man,
Alright.
that is probably that's one of my favorite cards in the game, Shifter's Eris. I even ran it in a Reno lock that I was just playing for a while.
This is kind of an awkward board, but Shadow Flame can come into play. Dragonfire Potion's awesome too. Like,
Yeah, you can Dragonfire.
you can
Then
trade
just-
with Cleric first.
Oh wow.
I
pretty
mean,
good.
this 4/1 Drake looks horrible, and it kind of is, but it survives. It's a dragon.
Your opponent didn't snap pick Mortal Coil, so that's good.
Yeah, you would have always expected that to happen. Yeah, it's time for the Dragonfire.
Real nice Dragonfire Potion. Pretty much 6 mana, summon a 4/1 and a 5/3 charge. Really good.
So we got Cult Master. So now would be the time for the sheep plus the 3 cards. Maybe it's more about the cards than the sheep at this point.
Yeah, I think so. Heal 7,
Sheep's good too,
draw
though.
3 cards, not so bad.
Also, I'm pretty sure that Phenom's going to try and always avoid playing the Cedar of Secrets if possible, unless it's like really winning the game.
Oh yeah, I would not reveal this.
Yeah.
Unless you're guaranteed to win the game and then you just show it for the lulz.
You have to be feeling pretty confident that you're winning the game at that point. Okay, tap.
Tap Reno isn't so bad.
Just Reno. Yeah, because Reno's got a good body to contest, generally speaking.
And keeping that guaranteed board clear is very good as well.
Is someone
Right.
injured?
Like, it can only get better. In that you're getting more sheep.
Yeah.
There's all kinds
But-
of board, and it's
Dragon
also
Priest builds like 10 damage boards very quickly. Like 2
Yeah.
minions often does it. And those Draconid operatives often can just like multiply. You just have one of them,
Yes.
then all of a sudden you have 3 of them or 4 of them. It just drew the second one.
right. Discovering some with Nether Spite could be great, especially with Bran. We haven't seen Bran or the second Nether Spite yet.
Definitely like this play here.
Yeah, I mean the 4/1 Twilight Drake at some point was going to cash in, and I mean that's really good for what a 4/1 minion's worth. Right, as more
Yep.
Coil shows.
Good thing you traded. Good thing you traded there, Top Hat Demon.
So now Phenom has 2 huge AoEs in the potion and Twisting Nether. It's just about deciding when to use them. I mean, the Kazakus potion, it's not only about the sheep, it's about the 3 cards too, so.
And you get the Mortal Coil this turn. I
Yeah,
like
you
it
get
quite
the
a bit.
Mortal Coil.
Ooh.
Which you have to play right. You're at 10
Well, it's
cards.
gonna draw you a card anyways, right?
Oh, duh.
I don't know about that Mortal Coil. I like leaving those sheeps up there just in case for Bran
Right.
MC Tech.
Right.
Come on, we wanna see him play 2 minions here. We want to see that Bran MC Tech.
Oh, well, he's got the Sylvanas for the Shadow Flame now. All is
Nice.
right with the world.
Gonna be fantastic.
That's a Ysera that was just top deck that was naturally in the deck for Top Hat Demons. So with the Siphon Soul down, that's gonna force Twisting Nether. So surprisingly, with the Twisting Nether probably getting played, I think Top Hat's for a bad matchup really pushing away to win here.
Ooh.
Oh, poor Bran. This is pretty smart.
Bran's encouragement, he encouraged the
Kazakus-
demon a little bit too much, so he got
Yeah.
himself killed.
Kazakus was played already, so really Bran wasn't going much more. At first I thought it was going to be the Bran MC Tech, but yeah, this is just the
There wasn't much to do.
way
You
to
could
go.
also have Bran MC Tech with Defender of Argus, and I kind of prefer that.
It could have been great.
Could have been really great. Oh, Deathwing.
Deathwing? Nah, chill, ma.
You can't pick Nozdormu and Deathwing the same game. Come on, Top Hat.
That's like whew.
Brian Kibler can only get so hot and bothered because he watches 100%.
I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't just play one of the big dragons. If not Ysera, then like Nozdormu. What are you expecting Nozdormu to
Oh.
really do this game?
Imagine if Nozdormu just got played and then Phenom just slam drops the Ragnaros.
Oh god.
That would be a real hype game.
Okay. Top hat D. Oh, Savannah High main.
Yeah.
Okay, the Shifter's Heiress paid off. What the?
What a turn. What a turn.
Okay,
Good-
so
good
how
job,
many
man.
turns was that? That was like 6 turns.
Oh
Shifter's
no!
Heiress?
Sylvanas Shadow Flame steals the 7-2.
See, you can't play around this though. Well, I
Oh
mean,
my
to be
gosh.
fair, Top Hat Demon couldn't have played around the randomly generated high main, and Phenom couldn't have expected Sylvanas Shadow
Wow.
Flame completely from Discovery, and there's no way to deal with it all that well. I mean, you can between
Yeah,
Demon Wrath, Eater of Secrets, Shadow Flame, or MC Tech even.
I'd MC Tech here
Yeah.
at the time. You could even Shadow Flame.
Shadow Flame the 2/2, because the one extra
Exactly.
damage is like,
Shadow
the one
Flame's
extra
gonna get more
damage
used
being
to
dealt.
this.
Yeah. Like, you got Twisting Nether. I think Phenom just picked up the Jiraxis recently, so any way that you can hope to stabilize toward that would be great, if
Yeah.
possible.
I love seeing this Ysera here. That's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, these huge dragons are waiting for their time to come down.
Or I might even play Twilight Wealth Nozdormu.
Light is
Okay,
in wings
he's
will.
trying to bait out the hard removal, it seems like. Oh, you got Powered Shield Nozdormu.
Oh, how's it Powered Shield Nozdormu? Oh, he's got the Blast Crystal though.
Yeah, so these big dragons will get dealt with, but in the meantime, it's always going to be slowing down.
Wow.
Like, the Jiraxis play is getting slowed down constantly.
Top Hat's deck is his hand is so stacked right now.
Whoa! Cruel.
That is a cool card.
Heh. Whoa, okay. I mean, you always
Alright.
want to become
Oh, what a
Jiraxis.
draw too. Tap last.
Oh, misplay.
There we go.
We missed
No,
one.
Nozdormu was in play.
True.
It was a very very good play.
True.
Tap it last.
So this, depending on whether this Ysera gets Ysera Awakens or Nightmare, it could mean huge things for this game. I was wondering about playing the Whelp or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just keeps the Whelp.
You have
Okay.
the Twisting Nether here.
Oh my god,
Ooh.
Awakens plus Ragnaros is just the game, if that's the case.
I actually think you play Cruel here.
Oh, with the Doomguard. This is
Yeah.
wow, that's really interesting. So you can just kill Ysera at that point.
So many.
And
No, not quite. Not quite. No, you have to Twisting Nether here. Otherwise,
No,
it's
you
dead.
have 12 damage to kill Ysera. You got 7 on board now, and you
Oh
got
yeah, you totally do.
Doomguard.
You're right. You are correct. Yeah, and that puts a lot of stuff in play. Cruel is really big. You got to
Yeah.
think this turn. If you're not killing him soon, he's gonna just outvalue you.
Wonder.
His
I
hand,
mean,
like holy, what does Phenom even think is in his hand? He's not thinking about Deathwing. He's not thinking about Rag.
well, he
There
probably
we-
wasn't thinking about Sylvanas Shadowflame either, but it happened. Oh,
Interesting. He's just gonna try and get some value out of that, and that
okay.
Could
So
be lethal.
that's no, it's 100% right because Awakens clears the board for Rag.
Oh yeah, very true. 100%.
Wow. I mean,
First game of the match.
it's playing
going
around
for Top
Rag,
Hat
which
Demon.
is rare, and Awakens, which was random.
Yeah. It had to be Awakens too. It couldn't have been the deal 5.
Yeah. So Phenom wasn't content with summoning Jiraxis as a dude. He really wanted to become him. It seemed like that was locked into Phenom's head as the way to win.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Awesome.
it was a slight risk,
Well, we're
but
on to the next game. That game was fantastic.
yeah, wow.
Fantastic game from both of them. Well, very, very well played.
Yeah.
I will be back in around a minute and a half. I need to go to the washroom.
All right. Yeah. So Top Hat Demon picks up that first one, but Phenom got to preserve some information about the Renal Lock. The Eater of Secrets was not seen, so it won't be played around. And I guess that's good news. It was a really interesting teched out version of Reno Lock there. Probably, definitely no combo in that list. Definitely no combo. Just really, really greedy stuff. See if he queues it up again. He seemed pretty happy about it. To find the mage would be
I
awesome.
must protect the wild.
Just goes with the druid. Maybe expecting the mage at this point, but nope, it's pirate warrior. Just about the last thing that he would have liked to see. Oh my god. This copy pasta. So it looks like just Jade Druid from Phenom with a very good start.
I'm in charge now.
Removal, ramp. There's really nothing more you could want. And you've even got this Jade Golem which can do things. You got Bran. Which, more than anything, can just soak up damage sometimes.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Nah, it's fine. So, we got Druid against Pirate Warrior, and it looks like Top Hat Demon's just gonna save this Dread Corsair Bloodsail Cultist combo with the coin.
I like that a lot. You
Yeah, it's
don't-
pretty sweet.
You don't really need it.
Yeah, so I mean, things are going about as well as they can for Phenom as a
Mhm.
druid.
Wow.
Oh, Bloodsail Cultist and then Dread Corsair. He found another 1-mana pirate, so he got to play everything.
It will decrease the mana cost of Dread Corsair to 0.
That
and then
is sick.
very, very good.
Not a whole lot of reason to trade.
I would trade
Because-
here.
Would
It
you?
keeps a minion alive, right? Keeps small time Buccaneer alive.
It plays
There's the
really
wrath.
well around swipe. It plays really well around swipe. Swipe would be devastating, actually.
Oh yeah, swipe would clear board.
Yeah, it would. So it's worth trading, big time.
I think so.
Because swipe's pretty mediocre otherwise. Like you won't be getting
Yeah.
through Dread Corsair. Wow. So good that he
This
traded.
is why I was excited for these games. This is the kind of high level gameplay that I
Yeah,
like to watch.
like it feels so bad to throw your 4 damage into a 2/2, but it's huge. Yeah. Yeah, exactly for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Probably still setting up a pretty decent swipe though. In this way.
Interesting. He's still just
Yeah.
going to be playing around everything.
Yeah, so a 4-mana
Definitely
play.
don't trade into that 3/3 though.
Yeah.
Go
A
face.
4-mana play seemed pretty straightforward, but just being able to keep the weapon going and
Exactly.
getting use out of patches was even better.
You just got to be thinking. Oh, I thought he was wrathing his own minion there. I was kind of confused.
Yeah. Setting up for the swipe. Wow, Nourish. That being said, Phenom is only getting lower and lower and has no way to do with the Kor'kron after the amount of removal used. And if Murgleton picks up Life Tap, this could just be over then and there. It's always Life Tap. Life Tap's kind of funny. You could force yourself into Mortal Strike range.
Yeah, I always like taking life tap. It's really good.
Yes, Life Tap is number one. I think you'd pick it over Steady Shot even in this scenario because, like, Steady Shot can fail against Feral Rage.
Yeah, he shot's pretty good too, though.
It is. Thinking
Love
about
card value
saving
there.
this weapon,
Beats taunt.
yeah. I think it's pretty reasonable that Top Hat Demon would tap into other weapons, but I think you just kind of take that for what it is. Like, there's... These decks usually run at least one Ancient of War. That'd be the thing that would stop Top Hat Demon the most.
Or some crazy Raven Idol-like stuff.
Darnassus is not bad. So I guess the question is, are you scared enough of this brand? I guess you tap to kill it.
Well, what are the...
I don't think
Like-
you can be.
No, it's just Jade stuff, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not
know
like
about
they
Jade
have
stuff.
it's not like the Shaman where they have Jade things that summon taunts.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think you're fine with it. Hit him in the head.
yeah. Him in the head,
I'm-
make big board. Play down
Yeah.
masses.
Seems pretty good.
Of all the things that you could get off mulch, this is like not bad.
Yeah, it's
At all.
kind of an interesting one. Definitely. Better than getting it
So-
off of Shredder.
So Phenom's hoping for swipe, possibly Feral Rage.
Power Rage
Oh,
Innervate Mulch is pretty good.
Double mulch in this list. That's impressive.
Yeah, it's interesting that Phenom played the Druid not last. Like, I definitely would have played the Druid last.
Yeah. I guess he really wanted to get it against the mage, and the odds, at least randomly, were somewhat there right now. Alright, Frothing Berserker. Gotta be really careful playing this in combination with Frothing. If Frothing's big, you can't play BGH. You just keep going.
I think you just play the Arcanite Reaper Go Face.
Yeah,
Seems pretty straightforward to me here.
right.
Dealing 8 damage, putting him
Okay.
at 6.
It's gonna make a big Frothing, which kind of implies trading too. Or not necessarily.
He's just worried about the taunt guy, I guess. I don't know.
Like you saw Swipe get used, you saw a Feral Rage. The Frothing feels pretty safe. And then you've got both Mortal Strike and Arcanite Reaper you could use. That's 9 damage.
Second Feral Rage. Interesting.
So basically, if Frothing would live without Phenom being able to remove much, then... So, yeah. Have to remove the...
Gotta get Raven Idol and the Swipe. Easy.
If you remove the Frothing, you're just dead, right? If you're tanking that 5 damage.
Mm-hmm. You're just dead on board.
But armoring just feels like losing, because then you're most likely taking that Frothing damage twice. And if you're playing Thalnos, you're making Frothing even bigger, so... Just a huge bind for Phenom.
I got the best deals anywhere.
You just gotta heal here, right?
Heal and
Oh.
hope to top deck Innervate and more. Wow,
Wow.
Swipe was 1 card away. Okay.
Crazy.
Double Arcanite Reaper. So thanks to the heal, I think Top Hat Demon is what? 8?
He's 8 on
Plus
board, 9 in
9.
hand. So he has
Yeah,
17.
so 4 damage off.
Hmm.
So I guess the question would be, do you deal with... Actually, he's just gonna keep tapping. It seems like you have to deal with Auctioneer. The game could just spiral completely out of your control, although both Feral Rages have been used, so... Maybe... Like, if Auctioneer's cycling, it would have to find the other Jade Behemoth, and maybe that wouldn't even be so bad.
Yeah. I think Top Hat could have had this game in the bag.
If he had just swung with Arcanite Reaper instead of... Yeah, like, this Jade Behemoth is the worst thing that could happen. And that's about all Phenom can do, because no Innervate's getting drawn.
And he's still at 8 health. It's actually a huge deal.
Yeah,
I feel like
he
Top
heals
Hat
pretty
kind of
good.
threw this game away. It's very interesting that I did not expect the Druid to get a win here.
Mm-hmm. So
The other
Top
thing,
Hat,
you can tap.
tap into the then 1 mana off using another Mortal Strike, which would be needed. Which is
Well, you're not dead, right? So you just tap Mortal Strike the 3/6, hit face into your opponent's face,
yes.
and then you got
That's the
3
way to
mana
go.
left, and you play. I guess you could heroic
Oh,
strike,
okay,
or
now
you
he's
could
got
dread.
lethal. Thanks to
Yeah,
that.
yeah. You
Okay.
have exact lethal now.
Yeah, so tapping
Perfect.
into Mortal Strike, wow.
Pro
1
plays.
over, actually. Whew.
Pro plays. Very good,
Yeah.
guys.
Feels like it could have been even better for Top Hat. I'm not sure where things gone
He
better.
should have just started going face a lot earlier.
Yeah. Well, to his credit, he did ignore the Bran. So he wasn't trading that much. Yeah, but Top Hat's up 2-0 right now, which is great news for Aeon.
Yeah.
Just has to win with Mage now, which you would imagine that Phenom's basically geared towards beating between like a Warlock with Eater of Secrets teched in, a Jade Druid. I mean, that's all assuming it's Reno Mage, right? If it's anything but Reno Mage. And then there's also this Priest, which we haven't seen yet. Alright, that looks like Freeze Mage, but it could be anything.
Yeah, Freeze Mage. Woo! I love seeing some good Freeze Mage play.
Nice. So Freeze Mage, I mean, this could struggle real bad against the Druid, but against Priest or Warlock, you would imagine it would find some success. Yeah, so,
Did you know that Top Hat Demon's name is also Sam?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Your fellow Sam.
Fellow Sam. Team Sam. Phenom's also a fantastic player. I haven't seen him much in tournaments, but
yeah,
he's been high on ladder consistently.
Yeah, and I know he plays plenty of opens. He does contribute to the Vicious Syndicate report.
Oh, wow.
So it looks like Phenom's just gonna go aggressive into 3-3.
Get Doomsayered.
Yeah, so Top Hat didn't play the Doomsayer before, but yeah, I think he's inclined to now. If there's a pain, then at least it's kind of awkward.
A very good Doomsayer here.
Yeah.
Just get a draw card.
Yeah, just one card. You can hope to get more off your other cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It'll be fine. Yeah, so Phenom doesn't know that it's Freeze Mage just yet, and most likely won't know for a good while.
Yeah.
Because they play so many cards in common. That's actually a pretty big deal, because if you think it's Reno Mage and you're Dragon Priest, you can get a little...
You play a little bit differently, right? You want to save your stuff. You don't want to be so aggressive.
Yeah, like you can treat Netherspite Historians differently.
Mm-hmm.
And things like that. Although, kind of cool, if he was able to pick up a Draconoid Operative soon, he could actually get the full benefit of that card and find out what kind of deck is being played. Like, say, 2 copies of something.
Yeah. Paying here, trade, pretty good.
Yeah, just Ice Barrier. Yeah.
Doesn't want to get Eater of Secrets, right?
Man, Top Hat Demon's got, surprisingly for how early it is, and Emperor being played on 6, a really good hand already to
Yeah, it's a
discount.
fantastic Emperor.
Like, you've got one Lance, 1 Bolt, and 1 Evolved Kobold. I haven't played this style that much, but...
I'd probably just ping face and nice
Block.
block here, though. You don't really want to play the Emperor.
Well, apparently you do.
Interesting. Not a big fan of that.
So, let's see. That makes the Evolved Kobold... That's 4 mana there, so... Like, you couldn't really squeeze a Fireball in alongside another Ice Lance and Ping. You could do a Roaring Torch with an Ice Lance and Ping. I don't know if that's enough of a discount. The hand was definitely looking good, but maybe it's more about getting it out there to be a body to help. But I don't know if that's really what Freeze Mages think about when it comes to their Emperor. He's more than a dude.
He's more than a man. He's a nice
Oh.
man.
Oh, he is a man. He will be sorely missed. Wow. Very protective of the Shadowward death.
Very protective.
Phenom knows there's likely Archmages to deal with. Still probably, and yeah, things like Alexstrasza's to deal with.
Wow. This Alexstrasza is pretty crazy, too.
Yeah, seriously. Especially, I mean, if Phenom had known this was Freeze Mage, you would tend to be more protective of things like your Holy Nova. Draconoid Operative has to be. So, alright, now this is where Phenom finds out that it's Mage. Sees Ice Barrier, already activated one. If Phenom's paying close attention, he now knows this is Freeze Mage. And oh my god, the second Ice Lance got picked up. So after Alexstrasza, this evolved Cobalt does 5, 6, 6. So
I don't know if that Frost
18
Nova was
damage.
needed.
Probably not.
No.
You were never getting popped, right?
You might get Prof soon.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think the Alexstrasza is just going to guarantee a win, unless Phenom can heal much more.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Because
The
that's
Holy Nova, we know he does have Holy Nova, right?
Oh, there was the one. There might be a second. I'm not sure.
Maybe a second.
It'll be pretty gross for Top Hat Demon as Freeze Mage to kill Phenom without even drawing half the deck.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Like that. Yeah,
For
so
that
I
to
guess,
happen, you got to be aggressive. You're getting popped this turn, guaranteed.
yeah.
Wish to
And Frost Nova's not going to save you from that Frostbolt. Very true.
No.
Oh, you gotta Nova Doom. No, you're gonna get bookwormed.
Just setting up for the
Yeah.
kill.
Just set up for the kill. Hopefully
Because-
he didn't get the ice block from the
Yeah, the Ice
from the
Block.
Draken.
or
Oh
the
no,
other-
no, Draken it over. No.
I think he has to try because the best he can do is heal anyway, right?
hmm
You have to try.
Well, I think what he's doing, he's testing for the
because
he's
the thing
testing for the barrier, right?
Yeah. Well, he knows it's not there now, so I guess he might just do. Okay. Doesn't. See, the thing about this is, you're against a Freeze Mage player. They do not Alexstrasza unless they know they're killing
Yep.
you. Because, like, a Freeze Mage doesn't Alexstrasza lightly like that, because if you give Priest the opportunity to heal over multiple turns after, like, you've just wasted your Alex. Good Freeze Mage players won't do that. As unlikely as it is, I think Phenom had to respect the fact that Top Hat Demon had a kill. But didn't try to look for an ice block there.
There you go. Well played by Top Hat Demon.
Yeah,
I love me some Freeze Mage gameplay.
I mean, he drew 14 cards. That's pretty impressive. So that's a 3-0 for Top Hat Demon, and
Wow.
with that, Entropy loses this week against Aeon simply because of that sweep. It's 13-8 now, and Entropy can't come back.
Yeah.
Which
You know, PR wise, Top Hat Demon was favored. He's done well in the league. There hasn't been a time
he
when
does.
he
He
hasn't done
has. Top Hat Demon took me out earlier in the season. Top Hat Demon, he plays some really interesting decks. He mixes it up a ton. I think he's
Yeah.
got a really good idea about how our format works. Yeah. So with that being so quick, I think we should still have both Comp and Direst Bear
well. Fantastic.
available. Comp's online, as is Direst Bear. And this one between Defias Brotherhood and Parallax is 6-6.
Yeah, this game is real close to my heart.
Yeah, you got your boy Direst Bear over here, who has Mage, Priest, Shaman, Warrior. And Comp's got Priest, Rogue, Shaman, and Warlock. So between Rogue and Warlock, wow, Comp's really got those are two classes which they're brought pretty frequently, but not so much together, I'd say. And between the two of them, Direst Bear's Priest has got to be pretty worried, I would say.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited. I don't know who has the favored match here. Of course, that Diaspora has the slightest favored in PR, but
Yeah.
you know, I think let's look at what they brought. So there's Priest,
Yeah.
Rogue, Shaman, Warlock versus Direspera's Mage, Priest, Shaman, Warlock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm looking at Direst Bear's Priest, and it looks kind of dicey between both Rogue and Warlock on comp side.
Do you
That's
see the
more
deck
than...
list?
No, I don't see the deck list, but just in general, Priest struggles against Reno Lock, if it's Reno Lock, which
Mhm.
most are Reno Lock.
And Shaman also sometimes struggles against Reno Lock. Depends
Mhm.
on how it's built. Again, also Reno Lock just can always win against any warrior. Like, just depends on how you draw.
Mhm.
So, but I'm still definitely seeing a Shaman ban, probably by both players. Nobody wants to fight Shaman, man. Nobody wants to fight Shaman.
Oh, I fear no shaman.
Right, so yeah, Darius Bear did end up banning Shaman, and Comp actually banned his warrior. Banned
Banned
Darius Bear's
warrior.
warrior. Very
Leaves
interesting.
shaman up, so I think Comp must really not have liked what Pirate Warrior represented for not only Rogue, but maybe the way that he wanted to build his Warlock or something like that. Just an idea. Can't say if that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this match. Can't
Yeah,
state that enough.
The lineups are interesting.
Yeah, very, very cool. I love to
Like,
see some
Comp's
rogue
got-
gameplay. This meta is actually, it's probably one of the most fun to kind of decipher. Some
Mhm.
high level gameplay, you get to see a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah, Rogue has never really had a better time. It gets to play kind of like an aggro deck with the pirate packaging. And as a result, more people have brought it to THL than ever. Rogue was always kind of like that cool kids deck. But now about half the people are bringing it. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what they open with. I mean, Comp has Rogue, Warlock, and Priest. All of these are classes brought about half the time. It seems like he set things up pretty well for Rogue. You can't ask for better when you're banning Warrior. Pirate Warrior's Rogue's worst matchup, so
Yeah, aggro shaman beats it pretty steadily as well, though.
yeah.
Those
Not
weapons
quite
are
as
just
bad,
real
but
tough,
pretty
real
bad.
tough for rogue.
Yeah.
You just say yum?
No, well, maybe. You don't know what I'm doing.
I just heard yum. That's
Yeah,
alright.
so I wouldn't be surprised to see Rogue open. I don't know. At some point I had a really weird high win rate with Rogue against Aggro Shaman a few maybe one season ago.
Yeah,
But I'm pretty sure I was weird.
getting lucky.
Maybe. You know, I had anti-Keelbot.
Oh, I love anti-Keelbot, my favorite card. Shifter Xeris, Unstable Portal was pretty fun. I love that card.
Oh my god. Please don't say unstable port.
Are you seeing these the Brunson copy pastas?
Oh yeah, I just copied and pasted it myself.
You pasted it? Nice.
Mm-hmm. Now, Darkseed, and it is pronounced Darkseed, gets very upset by this pasta, but I will continue to paste it. In fact, I'm going to gazoogle it while we wait, because apparently
Alright.
Comp is AFK. Thank you,
Can we
Sam.
stop the spam? No problem. Super Sam never mod, by the way. Feels bad.
Never mod.
I want a sword. I would never even touch any of the buttons. I just like the sword. It's a respect thing.
I think Comp's Warlock could be pretty good here, too.
I agree.
Just in general. It's pretty decent against Shaman. Pretty good against Priest. Run sizzle be
sizzle.
what happens when a literal Rizzle takes the lazy crypt view of mentality.
Nice.
Good, Rogue picked that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, and then Dire Spare also has Mage.
They're in the game. We can spec now.
Pretty good against Warlock if you have more of a bursty one, which I think you kind of want to do anyway to have a better shot against Priest.
Versus Anduin.
Sam L the God.
The light
Thanks,
shall
Rogue.
bring victory.
All right.
For Doomhammer.
We see from Diaspair opening up with the Shaman and Comp's
Oh.
priest.
He's just doing a happy dance that his shaman didn't get banned. Looks like Comp has a dragon priest, which has a little bit of everything. Has Argus for some of the more defensive tools, and also Rag as insurance against, I guess, your fellow priest and fellow mage, or not fellow mage, just mage.
Ooh, look at those. He is running the one Dragonfire potion, which is pretty good against Shaman.
Yeah, that's huge.
I might even keep it here. Pretty
He
great.
mulliganed already.
Oh, I can't see.
He mulliganed.
Have
like
both
everything.
played mulligans?
I don't know that. No, Dire Spare did not. Doesn't keep the Feral Rage, which makes, or the Feral
Makes sense if
Spirits.
you're playing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my
Ooh, the
God,
top deck patches.
so bad.
All right.
I mean, you can't complain too much about Tunnel Trog, but oof, patches could have stayed at home.
Come on, patches. Go back to sleep.
So you figure you just played Northshire here to get the body out and potentially go into the coin Talon Priest train, which could be pretty game winning right on its own.
Is someone injured?
Question is, does Dire Spare respect the cleric enough to sink 4 damage into it?
Yeah, I'd probably do it.
I would think
I'd
so.
probably also attack first. You know, so stick
for
3 damage into it.
exactsies.
Mhm.
That would be very that'd be a lot of style points right there.
A lot of style points from that
No,
right there.
overkill. Oh no, just doesn't want to trade. Makes sense for a face deck
Yeah.
in some
Well,
cases.
the thing is as well that Comp is now going to coin out the Cabal Talon
like
Priest.
Talon Priest,
Make a
Power
big
Word
man.
Shield. Not that cleric's always going to be the most relevant. The Talon Priest is really what was going to hurt things here because that directly threatens
Mhm.
Tunnel Trog. And all the meanwhile, cleric's still going to be on the board.
Exactly. You just got to think about how much damage. Is that worth 4 damage? And I think it
Right.
is. Right. So right away, 1 damage. Every turn that that 1/1 went to State Alive, it's another damage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fantastic draw from Dire Spare here.
Yeah, and now it's kind of tough because since the one weapon swing went into the face and no minion whatsoever, kind of sucks because, I mean, now you kind of want to swing into a minion, but you can't really because if you take out the cleric with the patches, then you're just leaving your Trog to die to the Talon Priest without having the weapon to follow up.
This is actually a really hard play this turn.
Yeah, it's
You gotta have to like. You really have to jump around. Jump around like whether you need to go face here, or whether you're gonna die, or whatever.
Yeah. There's also the fact that you have Jade Lightning next turn, which you figure you can use to kill the Talon Priest.
Yeah.
Okay, with Healing Totem, now it's... You can't soften up the Cleric, you just have to do this. Yeah, so... Dire Spare's really paying for that. So I'd imagine... Yeah, you just Talon Priest. Maybe you heal Power and Shield some other turn. The Cleric's not going anywhere, that's for sure. You ever hit the Healing Totem? Yeah. Makes tons of sense.
Pretty
It's
good.
so good. Like,
Oh,
unless
yeah.
the Healing Totem can suicide with Flame Tongue, it's just free draw.
Free draws for days. Just great.
And I don't think Dire Spare's... Yeah, you don't Jade Lightning the Cleric to avoid it either.
And I think he
Cleric's
even
just
hit
gotten
face
out
with
of
the weapon
control.
here.
Do you? Because you're not gonna Drake Spirit Claws, but like, I guess you're just gonna Drake. Seems like Comp could afford to draw probably two times with this Cleric here. So this
Yeah.
Town Priest has 7 total health. So you could cleric and heal it first. See what's up.
Big dragon man. But then again, cards in hand don't mean much when your life total's steadily going down, right?
Yeah, it's just all about finding the dragon, I guess, at this point.
Is someone injured?
That's the main thing. And 24 is pretty good. Pretty good. Especially when you got such a big board. At any point, comp can simply say, well, I'm going to start healing my face now.
Yeah, but I feel like you should have said that a while ago.
Yeah, it'd be really safe. And wow, comp's got the casual Deathwing just in his deck.
Nice. There we go, comp.
On top of Ragnaros and Dragon Fire Potion, I wonder why. Like, is this all for the mirror? Because against Reno Mage, you already win.
I think so.
That's really interesting. This Dragon Priest is quite greedy. If Dire Spare had stopped the board a little bit sooner, then with such a greedy deck, it just might not have panned out. But what do you expect when you draw patches too? Like normally you expect to play Azure Drake and make Priest cry, but they're just fine here.
There's little time.
Yeah, so
Interesting he
just
didn't
fair-
play the Drake there. I kind of like
No.
it.
So I think he's hoping to use Drake in combination with that Spirit Claws, which is obviously going to take a turn to recover from the overload.
I wield the
Yeah, you're just not doing anything next turn if you Drake
Yeah.
if you Feral there. Right? He's dealing with this like very easily. Drake at least would have taken some more damage, and it doesn't overload you, draws you a card, all that jazz.
Comp's drawn so many cards that the Feral Spirits were basically always getting dealt with. There could have been Holy
Mhm.
Nova, which honestly, it probably would have milled Comp, but Comp wouldn't have cared. These are not the greatest hero powers. Just take Ping. And cry.
Yeah. Not looking great for Dire Spare here.
No, not at all. I mean, what would have happened if the cleric got dealt with? And I think Comp would have been in a position to probably just awkwardly coin out a 3/4 into hopefully buffing that 3/4, which also could have been killed. So I don't know. And of course, the fact that Patches was drawn doesn't really help, but it's not like Dire Spare even drew a pirate, which would have summoned it. The Patches basically just would have been another card instead. Thinking about, I mean, you can't afford the Lava Bursts.
Wow.
Just playing the value game. It's a hard game to
That
play.
is not what this deck does.
Also, Dire Spare has exactly 5 mana next turn, so swings the weapon, but can't play both Drake and Spirit Claws next turn.
Yeah, he's gonna get. I do not see this game going to Dire Spare, sadly.
That's a great Feral Spirit right there.
Yeah, Feral Spirits is pretty good against aggro decks.
Doesn't want to clear the Healing Totem because I guess Flame Tongues don't matter at 22 health. I also don't know that pushing 2 matters as the Priest. Yeah, so Dire Spare could just play the Drake, but the whole point of waiting so long has seemed like ensuring the Spirit Claws would happen, but he's just been overloaded every
It's
time.
not gonna happen. Yeah. Real sad.
And Feral Spirits only delays that more and more, and Mage Hero Power, it was a decent option, but it's just not good enough.
Yeah. Think Dire Spare. No, don't tell him that you're an aggro deck. Just don't show him that the Patches was in your hand the whole time.
Yeah, just you can't live with that shame being known.
Hand is too full.
You milled the Priest.
Mill the Priest.
So some Shadowward Pain. Probably just Feral Spirits, maybe heal. Could just Draconoid as well. I mean, the comp's just got a wealth of options. The way to lose, if he could just start squeezing in heals to his face, that'd be great. Feral Spirits would allow for that. I don't think you want to heal minions.
Heal face. Oh wow.
As nice as that
Come on,
is,
Darius Bear.
you got plenty of cards here. You got Powered Shield and Azure Drake.
There's no shame in just conceding this one, buddy.
Not at all.
No shame.
I think the way that Darius Bear could come back now, even remotely, would be something along the lines of like Azure Drake, Thalnos, Maelstrom Portal for 3. That takes a lot of mana.
Yeah.
He has
Real
the
sad.
claws, but like even an overloaded priest is they're gonna find their way here.
Yep. Gonna find their way. Playing a 5/6 every turn. 5/6 draws 2, 2/3 taunts.
5/6 plus Powered Shield.
You just buff up your taunt. You don't even need to do anything, to be honest here. You just buff up your taunt, heal your face. Then you've won the game. Keep playing Netherspite Historians and stuff. Maybe even trade your Northshire Cleric and your Cabal Talon.
Yeah,
Priest
just
for
like
Drake.
ditch the lower health things in, because at some point you wonder how you lose, and wow. If comp had been a little bit more careful about Flame Tongue positioning. Is that something you
real
ever
good.
think about as a Dragon Priest? Like discovering cards from your opponent's deck, like, oh man, I might get a Flame Tongue Totem, but I better position like I'm a Shaman.
Quickly.
I always do Shaman positioning.
I mean, there's no reason not to, right? Plus you play
Exactly.
Argus.
Oh, you play Argus. Damn. Cool. Always heal the minion. 7/7.
We hunger for vengeance.
Oh, ping's the dude. There we go. See if we get a bolt. Bolt deals with the 5/4, keeps us alive. We lose this one.
Yeah, Dire
We can
Spirit
see
throws
that
in the
coming.
towel.
First game, going to comp. Huh? Both players still in it though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
First
Shaman,
game's done. Yeah. What's a reverse sweep? Never heard of it.
No, never heard of it actually. Yeah, I mean, Shaman always finds a way, and Priest was probably its worst matchup, although it's not a very bad matchup. It's probably even slightly good, but Rogue and Warlock are definitely better off for aggro Shaman anyway.
Definitely.
Yeah, so it looks like Comp has either Rogue or Warlock to go with. I'm surprised he led with Priest actually. Must have felt
Yeah,
really
Priest was good.
confident with, despite how greedy it was, how it would perform against Shaman.
Doomhammer.
Oh no.
Oh my god. That's a Kazakus
There we go,
and a
Comp.
Reno.
There we go, buddy. Good job. See, you remember when I was saying that this game is like super competitive and like is really fun to watch competitive games and
These cards are
high level
broken.
players.
I-
You want to take bets on who?
Whoa!
He just tossed Reno Jackson against aggro.
Whoa!
You all right? You all right there? Oh, what? Oh my God! And he top decks the only card.
Oh my god.
I'm kind of triggered right now, Slim.
Yeah.
A
Same.
little bit triggered. Right.
Like-
You just dropped the 1/3 here.
Wow.
Set up for next turn.
Wow.
Yeah. Tossing the
Reno.
Reno Jackson. Tossing the Reno Jackson there
I will
means the same thing as thrown in the towel.
Wow.
When you just make the decision to not have 60 health. Okay.
I don't
Come on,
know.
Dice Bear. Gotta do
Yeah,
it, buddy.
I mean, between
Gotta just
like
play the
you
1/3.
you never play the small time as good as it is with Flame Tongue. You've got to
This
kind of
gets killed.
wait that out.
Yeah.
Like maybe next turn you could coin it out, like do the Flame Tongue, You
Flame
can have
tongue
the
coin.
patches. You can have the patches kill it, even.
Oh yeah. Have the patches kill it. That's real good. I like that.
Yeah, smacking the Troggle like that is smart.
I
Because
agree.
sometimes they don't have a weapon or something. I mean, very rarely, but
Who goes there?
Debatable to even just like bolt face here. Yeah, I like bolting face. Bolt face, trade the guy. Because that leaves up with Overload next turn. You play Flame Tongue Totem into Jade Lightning into Azure Drake. Pretty good.
not
Oh,
enough minions
wow.
for second rate bruiser.
Really good.
Yeah.
He didn't coin out the Flame
The
Tongue.
Flame
on him.
Tongue Totem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the Flame Tongue Totem wasn't really worth that much. It's a shame that Demon Wrath wasn't one card sooner. This
A lot
comp's
of draw. There we go.
probably locked into Kazakus being the thing to do.
You gotta play 2 minions here. Pretty good Hellfire for him, but you know, I think you have to go for it. You have to start dealing damage, right? Otherwise,
Well, by coining,
like, how do you play Aggro Shaman and you're not being aggressive?
By coining the Flame Tongue Totem, you're surrendering any play that you could have next turn, at least as the hand currently is.
Hero Power Bolt. Looking at.
Your Power Bolt, even if the Trog's gone, just bolt him down.
Well, you're bolting the Kazakus that's getting played, right?
Ah, of course. Yeah, true. Most likely. I mean, yeah, Flame Tongue's 4 damage here. You
right?
kind of
Then
worry
you're-
about Hellfire, but at the same time, you saw your opponent keep.
Your opponent's taking 7, and then the next turn they're taking 5 with Demon Fire. Hellfire, they're still taking 3, but they're taking an additional 3, so they're taking 6. So it's like, it's pretty good here. I play 2 minions 100%
Right.
of the time here. Come on, coin out the man. This is just not...
Potential
not-
fear of MC Tech? Probably not worth it.
MC Tech isn't even that bad.
No, definitely not. Yeah, so Kazakus seems pretty...
Oh, I definitely like Demon Fire here. Or Demon Wrath, rather. Sorry.
Yeah, so
Demon Wrath kills 2 minions. Never does that.
it does. And then next turn, if you really find yourself in a tight position, you could just Kazakus for a 1 mana potion.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
true.
like, that's often very fine. To do.
Demon Wrath does set you up with a really nice, just like coin Drake.
Yeah, I could see Demon Wrath. You just
What I
essentially, you
see
heal for 6
is Dire Spare is playing this game as if he was a
control.
as if he was like just he's not playing Aggro Shaman right now.
Like holding the coin for so long as an aggro deck is just kind of weird.
Yeah, you want coin to deal some damage.
All right, so you want to keep playing minions to accompany your Flame Tongue Totem. That's. Oh wait, yeah, this is the correct positioning. Never mind.
Is that a coin hero power?
Yeah, I guess so. In case something gets dealt with, I mean that's obviously the best.
It's a pretty good one. Now tap into 3 mana taunt or
Yeah, so
any of that
Kazakus.
stuff. I'm not a big fan of that positioning actually. I like playing the 1/3 on the other side of the spell power totem.
Mm-hmm.
Mortal Coil's pretty
Mortal
interesting
Coil
draw.
is.
I can't see you not playing the 3 mana 4/5 taunt though.
Right, I think it was either. I think How bad was Kazakus for a 1 mana potion? Even if you could have dealt 2 to everything.
Not great.
Yeah, it's not.
Opponent deals with it very nicely.
I mean, coiling the Flame Tongue's a
Interesting.
huge deal because. Well, why? I think you forgo the tap. I'm just not sure that the extra card and the loss of life is going to pay off in the long run.
Yeah, at this point you're actually just gonna go face, I think. Totem
Can't
Golem, Bolt Face.
Can't believe we mulliganed Reno.
Yeah. Totem Golem, Bolt Face. Come on, Dire Spare. You can't play around Reno at this point. You gotta deal like 10 damage to him this turn. And then next turn you have 4 mana, you deal 5 with Jade Lightning. And he's pretty much dead unless he has a board clear. What board clear is there? 6 that clear 2 Totem Golems. Not much.
the AoE that deals 5 to everything, including.
That's killing you too, though, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely,
That is killing you too.
big time.
Bolt his face.
Just do it.
Ah, okay. Ah, okay. I thought he traded there, and I was about to be really
No.
disappointed. No way! Oh my god!
Well, we mulligan, but Reno is just, and he has returned, which might just save the game between
Oh
that
my
and
god!
between that and the Abyssal Enforcer and
No
the peddler.
way!
The peddler. Reno's a forgiving man.
So
Slish.
This shouldn't have happened.
No way!
This should never have happened.
No!
You have to. You have to Reno this turn, right? Like you can't just Mountain
Right.
Giant second rate.
If you're watching this later in the day, comp, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit biased.
Yeah,
Come on.
you wanted to see him get punished.
They're gonna be rich.
Yeah, it's always Reno.
Never
A one mana
punished.
Kazakus potion could have been really good, but it would have had to be exactly the 2 AoE with the 3 damage to clear everything
Alright.
but 1.
Alright, Jade Claws is pretty good here.
Jade Claws is
Just get that hero power back out.
Hero Power and probably Lightning Bolt, maybe.
Oh, I would
Or-
definitely.
Probably for
Definitely
board
Bolt, yeah.
control at this point, since you're just kind of hoping to ride this wave of minions home.
I wonder.
So probably
Yeah.
Hero Power. If you get spell damage, that's obviously good. You can Jade Claws plus Lightning Bolt to kill Reno.
Yeah, and then just go all face again.
Yeah, all face. There's not much reason to. In fact, there's no reason to trade with Peddler, right? Unless you're really afraid of this Abyssal Enforcer, which probably not worth missing the damage.
Okay, at this point you Jade Claws, then hit into the 2/2.
Yeah, you didn't get your spell damage. Are you using this Lightning Bolt? If it goes anywhere,
It's
Like,
just
you're
like
getting
one
one
extra
extra-
damage. I'm not a big fan of this
you're
lightning.
getting
bolt
one
here.
extra
Oh,
damage.
what?
Oh my god,
Okay.
we're killing our Tunnel Chug.
That's actually not so bad.
No, I guess not.
Plays around
so-
Abyssal Enforcer
Yeah.
pretty well.
It's playing around the main AoE at this point, which is Abyssal Enforcer, which honestly does nothing, really.
Or Hellfire.
Yeah.
Plays around
Abyss-
Hellfire pretty well as well.
Abyssal Enforcer does nothing, so maybe it's just second rate Bruiser, Refreshment Bender. Or honestly, you could just Kazakus too, but you have Twisting Nether, so Kazakus doesn't really feel. Like, Kazakus might be more of a turn 9 deal at this point.
I'm not ready.
Right,
I
and
mean,
now
you
we
could play
deal with that
Mountain
really,
Giant,
really easily. Oh, nice, Finley.
What do
Good
you think
top
about
there.
playing the Mountain Giant instead of either the Vendor or Kazakus? 24 is pretty comfortable, but even
Yeah,
so,
I would definitely drop Kazakus. You need that in play.
like yeah, it doesn't hurt
And
to
you're
play something.
like you can even
defensive, right?
twisting like the following turn. So I think Kazakus is good. You want to deal 4 to everything next turn.
just can't
deal
believe
4
that
game
Reno-
7 or something.
I just can't believe that Reno showed up after he was betrayed like that.
Yeah. You gotta stick up for yourself, buddy. I guess the big question is here: is he gonna play the?
the Finley.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay.
I don't see why
Finley's
not.
okay.
It's just Finley. Not to be too mean to the guy, but he doesn't really matter. Like his body.
Well, next turn you're probably gonna have 1 extra mana anyways, from Drake, right? Drake, Hero Power, Finley. And also, it gives you more information on what you need for a Hero Power.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wow, he is not even trying to clear the board.
Argus. No Hex, right?
No Hex.
Bloodlust?
Oh my
Devolve?
god! Oh my
Wait.
god!
Is that the random Wait, how does Devolve work on Mountain Giant? It just turns it into an 8/8, right?
No,
it just turns it into an
Devolve
8/8
turns it
Mountain
into
Giant.
something 1 mana less. So it
But
turns.
there
it-
is nothing 1 mana less.
Oh no!
Mountain Giant costs 12.
How
Right.
does that work?
There's
Is
nothing
there
that
no
costs
11?
11, therefore it turns back into Mountain Giant, non-taunted Mountain Giant.
Does it? Maybe it just doesn't get affected.
I
because...
believe this is how.
Okay. I think
If
it
you
will
evolve
stay a
Molten
9/9.
Giants, they turn into Molten Giants. Rip Molten Giant, by the way. Why is he playing devolving aggro shop?
No, it's doing something here. It's dealing like
It's doing
6
a
damage.
lot.
2 mana deals 6. Pretty good.
It's doing so much.
Come on. That's so good.
There is little time.
It's pretty hype. Just throw it out there. Come on, buddy. I want to see what happens. Not enough time. Not enough
He's got
time.
you got a devolve. Oh my god, he gets the claws, but it's not worth it. Wait, it stays a taunt? Why does
Yeah.
it stay a taunt? It just doesn't. Dire Spirit didn't know what was.
Nobody really knew what was going to go happen there.
I thought it was going to become an 8/8 without.
That was a mistake.
Wow. Mountain Giant immune to devolve.
That was something. Who could have known that it would interact that way?
Yep.
So
Who could have known?
many possibilities.
Like I always thought that they just turned back into themselves, but I guess they're just completely unaffected. So, Abyssal Enforcer's great, right?
Yeah. Just clear board.
Or Shadowflame. PO Shadowflame. And that this way you keep your Mountain Giant perfectly healthy. Get him Disciple. Probably also setting up lethal. Yeah,
Hoping to see a little bit more skill.
big time.
A lot of luck in
Darn.
this match. Lot of luck. But there was a lot of skill too.
Can't believe this game is ending this way after the Reno was tossed back in the the Kazakis was never even played.
And Dire Spare takes the ping over preventing lethal. You know.
Wait,
Okay.
what could he have done? Oh, yeah, because
If he took the other
Wow.
hero power, he could have stayed alive at 1 health.
so Comp is up 2-0 despite mulliganing Reno Jackson.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
then getting him right when he was needed. Right on time.
Yeah. He would have died the next turn.
That's amazing.
Reminds me of a similar game back in season 1 of THL,
Fair point.
where my
in the
opponent was
chat,
playing
but
Reno
maybe
Mage
he
when Reno
misclicked.
just first came out.
Yeah.
Very
Wow.
good. Top deck the top deck and all the Reno stuff is always fun. One
Mhm.
card, your whole deck. But I guess that's why you have it in there.
You build the whole deck around them, the least they can do is show up. So Comp's just got Rogue left at this point, which
Yeah.
man, Dire Spare, that devolve is actually wow.
Fantastic against Rogue. Yeah.
This might have been what was going on all along. Wow.
Devolve is way better than we give it credit for.
It's true. I just don't know about for aggro, because
Yeah.
aggro
Why not?
answers are great, but you want to be killing people.
But he's also running like Aya, so
Yeah,
Not
we
super.
know there's Aya because we saw it from a Draconiid operative.
that's what we like to see from Diaspare's side. And then also Comp has a pretty terrible hand here.
Comp's
Not
a role
looking good.
player.
Wow, those are some
Whew.
interesting, let's say, keeps from Comp there.
Keeping both questing and eviscerate is pretty optimistic. I think with a preparation, it's perfect. But
Yeah.
anything else, kind of.
Look at that.
Oh my
Golden
God, Comp is
tattoo.
he's got a full golden rogue right here. You see that golden coin?
Yeah, very impressive. Very, very impressive there.
Wow.
So the question here is, do we play the Flame Tongue or do we Tunnel Trog Spirit Claws? Definitely think we Tunnel Trog Spirit Claws.
Was there ever merit to just like coining out the dagger, poking the small time buccaneer to make your small time buccaneer more relevant? Following
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
turn.
Pointing out
Just like the-
out dagger means that you get to keep a small time Buccaneer. That's a 3/2 this turn.
Yeah.
Because the what's his name, the patches will kill the other Buccaneer. You still
Yeah.
don't take any more damage.
I guess
You
in
actually
the case
take
of
2
a-
more damage this way, and you lose your Buccaneer.
Yeah, but
Just
only,
a little bit misordering.
Yeah. In the case of a weapon,
Wow,
which is great, like,
fantastic Feral Spirit coming out from
right in the
Comp here.
flame tongue totem.
Yeah, definitely gonna. This could make short time of the
Yeah.
rogue right now.
Honestly, though, okay, so he could just questing coin eviscerate. Seems like a decent way to
Give
get
me a
back in.
quest.
Could do.
That gives you a 5/5, which that's a pretty good number against a
Yeah.
shaman with 2 mana.
It does kill. It does get killed though. He drops the
It gets
flame
killed.
tongue.
Yep.
You have to kill it if you're Dire Spare here. Or can you deal 9 damage to your opponent? Dealing 9 is not
I
bad,
think-
especially when you know you're going to follow up with 2 more taunts. And yeah, I actually kind of like going all face here.
I think, yeah, I would agree with going face because I think, like, having seen the coin eviscerate play that was there, if there was a backstab, it would have been used.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a prep, probably wouldn't have been used, but maybe there was a case for it. So I don't know. I think you
Worst
can
case
expect
scenario, this
questing-
lives and it kills 2 things, right?
Yeah.
And
Like,
you're
what-
gaining so much damage, and you're taking less on your face. I really like going face here. Come on, just go
Quest-
face.
Questing shouldn't get too much bigger, and this, like, you're dealing about a third of the rogue's health. On the other hand, if the questing grows even 1 bigger, like the health is out of range of being dealt with for a little
There
while.
is little
But
time.
I mean, you know they don't have backstab, so at worst, the other wolf.
There we go.
help
Hit him
out.
in the head. That's what we like to see.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if Dire Spare is running any chargers? I don't think we saw any, other than patches.
There's usually at minimum 1 South Sea deckhand in these builds.
Wow, also a great draw here.
Yeah, although, yeah, you could just use that to kill questing.
To be right here, I kind of like Tunnel Trog, Jade Claw, Hero Power.
Yeah,
This is also fine.
I think hero power then Jade Claw, just to get the totem next to the
Oh,
flame tongue
yeah, of course. Just in
before
case.
the jade.
Looks like this game is going to go to Dire Spare. There's
Yeah,
no
what-
way that that comp can get out of this.
I don't think so. There's actually no
No
way
way.
whatsoever. Patches has already been pulled, so there's no.
He just wants to play some cards. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Play some cards down.
There's nothing can be done. Like he couldn't even cheat out the coin to use with gadgets in.
Well played.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
game definitely could have gone differently if Dire Spare choose to trade that
Trade.
turn, but you know.
Yeah. Going face really
So
paid off.
many options.
So who could have guessed that eventually Shaman would win? Devolve didn't do it though. It doesn't count. So we'll actually get to see other decks from Dire Spare at this point.
Nice. This is gonna be closer.
Alright,
Gonna be
Comp's just
real
giving
good.
away free information. Not that you like you expect cold blood and stuff. But
Exactly. All right. I think Dire Spare's, primal instinct of the bear kicking in. He's like, shit, I'm about to get murdered. I'm gonna get 3-0 stomped. Then he gets this bear strength and just kind of goes with it. Starts playing well. There you go. Also, Aggro Shaman, not a lot of people think this, but it is very, very difficult.
very difficult. Yep. So priest and mage to queue into rogue. I think you would pick any mage, go into it. And just save priest for last at this point.
Yep.
It's all about them points.
Exactly.
Now, Sam, you're Dire Spare's teammate. Did you know about the devolve before this match?
I did not know about the devolve.
Are you?
He said there's surprises.
And you're supportive of this.
I'm actually supportive of this. This is fine.
Nice.
I love that devolve. It's good.
Good.
I want my children to be creative.
My children. There's some angry chicken fan club relationship going on again.
They're my family. Good stuff.
Watch your back.
Yeah, so Dire Spare agrees, goes with the mage. I think Reno Mage is pretty good against Rogue, for the most
Yeah,
part.
it's not so bad.
Probably slightly favorable in my experience.
Don't
So-
keep Dirty Rat. That's what. Just drop
Don't-
everything but Frostbolt,
don't
right?
don't play that dirty rat on turn 2 yet.
Don't play that dirty rat. Don't play that dirty. Isn't that a song?
Comp really likes to keep Eviscerate. All my rogue experts tell me not to. Especially off the coin. Like, it's a decent card, but yeah. Swashbuckler, Eviscerate. I would imagine that Dire Spirit only keeps Frostbolt. Keeps Dirty Rat. What the?
Don't keep that dirty rat.
You only play it
Dirty rat's also real bad versus rogue.
like, yeah, especially when
Oh.
the
No, we're gonna see it just take out the Leroy right away.
coin Dirty Rat,
Coin dirty rat, boys.
and then Leroy gets his revenge. Okay, Ice Barrier gets picked up, so Dire Spirit looks like,
Just got a pass turn here.
yeah.
Nothing else you can do. Wow.
No.
Oh no, Despair!
This is the China.
It better hit Leroy. Hit Leroy. Thank gosh. Okay.
This is the China. This is what happened at China.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Okay,
Arcane
so now
Missiles,
he can.
Cold Blood. Let's go.
Yeah, Arcane Missile's Cold Blood. That's not so
No,
bad. And then the
don't
Frostbolt
do it.
hits.
Oh, you don't do it. Unless you Cold Blood a Well, no.
Well, what happens? The Arcane Missiles, and then you Cold Blood a 1/1, and then trade into the thing, and then you have a thing. It gets Frostbolted.
Right. I mean, yeah. If you can avoid it, you don't want to trade Leroy 1 for 1.
So
Nah.
many options.
But is Comp saying, am I going to throw away all my spells for any of my things? I guess that's his question here. Or is he
'Cause
just
the
going to
Cold-
straight up trade? Oh, wow. He's just going to trade the Leroy. Wow.
So, Dirty Rat
that,
did its
coin,
job.
that coin Dirty Rat was good. What? Okay, can you imagine if it just hit the Tomb Pillager? And Dire's Bear loses his 3-1. Nice. Just keep pinging. Wow.
Oh my god.
This
Game.
is very interesting.
Yeah, so just set up the Ice Barrier. It's not that pertinent
Nah.
to be pinging a 1/1.
Exactly. You want to save the all that other stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Yeah, I mean, despite how badly the Dirty Rat could have gone, Dire Spirit's got really decent hand. Like, all the removal
What to
like,
do?
outside the polymorph. Like, these two
Yeah, he's
pillars
just got to
all
get
get cleaned up.
just got to get to Kazakus, right? That's all you need. Kazakus and you win versus Rogue. Yeah, that barrier is good. Some people would ping there. It's debatable.
I stand behind the barrier every time. And obviously, you know that there's no way this is mirror. Even if it was, you'd still play Tomb Pillager. Because you could deal with it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Be a sick polymorph top deck.
Yeah, so it's definitely an uphill climb for Comp here, but between these Pillagers, I mean, this is a hand that's one Auctioneer away from just opening up the game
Oh,
entirely.
definitely. Well, that deals with Auctioneer, but you definitely want to deal with the Pillager. The question is, do you want to Frostbolt it or do you want to Fireball it? And to be honest, I'd probably Fireball that guy.
Yeah,
Frostbolt's way better in the upcoming turns.
right. Just using the more expensive removal. Wow, even just planning out
That doesn't make any sense.
pings. It's kind of weird
Thank
because
you.
like you were only gonna take 1 damage by doing it like this, and by
But
setting up the
now you
ping-
take 5 extra.
yeah,
Not so great.
like you're committing to a ping when maybe you didn't want to commit to that ping.
Yeah.
Like you never have to commit to a ping on a 1/1, but you definitely have to commit to this ping.
Oh yeah.
Just
That was
That's
just
strange.
like give your opponent 4 free damage.
yeah, I don't really see it.
The one thing it does do, your opponent has 1 less coin on their upcoming turn, I guess.
Yeah, which I mean that could be problematic, but
Yeah.
only in the case of questing, and if there was really nasty questing out there, you could just Nova, I guess.
Nova Ping isn't bad here, I guess, too.
Is it too wasteful of the
Yeah,
Nova?
I don't like Nova Ping, actually. Nova Ping sucks.
I mean, Dire Spare was happy enough to set up a ping before, so probably setting up another with just chuck that Forgotten Torch and
I feel like he's just, you know, slapping himself in the face, being like, oh man, why did I do it like that? Taking
Yeah.
a bunch of damage.
yeah. If
Set
you're
up
gonna
the
commit
ping.
once, then commit twice.
Yeah. Oh no, what about Conceal?
Yeah.
Oh, both plays, what about Conceal? Concealing a 5-1 feels good.
Is it time?
Time for Big Edwin?
Fan, coin, small time, Edwin. Seems good. I mean, I'm.
I
for
do
it.
not like the fan there. If you're doing
Yeah, okay.
anything, the plan is just like,
Everything.
I would,
possible.
yeah, you
All
just do
the-
all your
all the
spells. Do all your spells, just small time,
Eviscerate your,
backstab.
eviscerate your pillager. Get the other coin. No.
Goes there.
Yeah, just small time coin. I mean, it's an 8/8 Edwin. You can't complain. But you know, some of these may just play Flame Lance. It's worth thinking about.
Or actually, can we set up well for a?
The fan could have
The
been
Flame
Arcane
Strike here.
Missiles Eviscerate instead. Or
I guess the play is just Brand ping the 5-1.
Brand ping
Hope-
the 5/1 because you expect
Hope that he
Brand
doesn't
to
trade, right?
you expect Brand to warrant some kind of response.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, Brand just dies to the 3/2 plus the hero power as well.
Yeah, it's not too bad either.
Okay. Yeah, not too bad. Dire Spare kind of threw this game away though, I think.
There's also the option of just the and man is it awkward, but you could just ping the Tomb Pillager and then very sketchily fireball the Edwin and set up for the desperate Flame Strike, but maybe it's probably too
I
desperate.
might actually do that too. It's pretty good. I actually think
I
that's
kind of
probably
like
the best
it.
play.
Like it gives your opponent a very hard look into what you're setting up for. Flame Strike or
Nova.
Blizzard.
Yeah.
just
no,
Nova.
no.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess he's setting up for a ping fireball on it next turn. Fuck.
Ping fireball.
That is
Oh.
not good. I think that's just a game loss right there.
Well, Flame Strike's still doing a lot of work in that case, and I think
Yeah.
Dire Spare will definitely do it. As awkward as that is.
hmm
So what does Comp take from that play, and does it make him use Conceal? I would think so.
Well, let's say you have no removal in this point, right? Then you're probably just playing the Frost Nova there anyways.
Just to stave off the damage.
But the thing
But
is,
then in
he
that case, why
he
weren't
just
you
straight up
pinging
didn't ping. Yeah,
the Pillager?
very interesting.
Which can make sense, because sometimes denying the coin does mean something.
You got a Flame Strike.
Alright, so now Edwin's free to attack, and
Whew.
he can
That's a
Do it.
spicy meme ball.
just do it all.
All right, what do you got in hand? You got 11, 12, 20, 3 off lethal. Yeah, you just do that.
Just do everything, because you're going to be forcing your opponent to both polymorph the questing and deal with the Edwin.
So
And the
Pretty
only
much,
way to
you
deal
just
with
do
the
everything
Edwin
that's
is Forgotten Torch, because Frostbolt and not Forgotten Torch, Roaring Torch.
Yeah,
Right there.
if a comp uses everything in his hand, Dire Spare will be 1 mana off. 'Cause
Mhm.
that'll be a 7, right? I
Yeah.
wonder. Oh no, he can't backstab. Dire Spare can actually clear this board. Yeah, Dire Spare
Oh,
will
wait,
clear
he
this
can't?
board.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
with the Roaring Torch Fireball,
hmm
and then just Alex draws it back up if there's no lead.
Yeah.
Which there's no
Hopefully there's-
Leroy, and there has to be Eviscerate number 2, or it's not, or it's over.
Yeah.
Wow.
The double fireball, and then wow, so good.
Yeah, and then no reason to
Fireball
Ice
into
Lance.
Alex, so
Like the-
good.
The dagger doesn't matter.
No, you get Eviscerate killed anyways.
Yeah. This is just kind of how it goes, though. Like, no auctioneer came to look forward to, so you're just always gonna.
Oh,
go
why
at
do you Ice Lance there?
Yeah.
You have Archmage, dude.
Ice Lance just doesn't avoid anything, right?
No.
Like, what was 3 damage?
The double backstab coin in hand.
Feels
Wow.
bad, man. Now it's just Alexstrasza. Oh, never punished another cheap spell for Archmage.
I bring life.
Wow. And Leroy's gone. Like, all the good burst is just gone.
Yeah.
This questing needs to carry the entire game on his back, and that involves conceal.
You gotta draw Gadget's End next turn into coin, or Gadget's End into, or questing Gadget's End, coin, conceal, Cold Blood, something.
So, if Comp
You
did
can't-
things differently that one turn way back with the fan, other than the other thing, the Edwin would have been bigger. It would have dealt 2 more damage at some point, but it would have still died.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't even
Wow.
think Comp missed out on being able to close sooner.
I think you Arcane Blast here on Alex
Oh.
here.
Yeah,
Actually, it doesn't even matter.
these are 2 targets that need to be sapped.
You just do it another
Um,
turn, right? Oh, I guess it
no,
guarantees
because-
1 fireball.
Like, yeah, it guarantees a fireball, and
But the other thing is,
then you'll
you
have
said-
lethal if these both stick, which
Oh my gosh, he pings over playing Bran and does an Arcane Blast.
well, I guess he could just do it
Give me
next
a
turn.
quest.
You could just Arcane Blast, Fireball.
There you go. And that's going to be lethal. 13.
Oh, he got the conceal he needed too. By the way, you saved this coin for Gadget's End, right? Save the everything for Gadget's End, really, because that's the only way this questing was ever getting lethal.
Yeah.
I think blowing it all was kind of.
Oh my god. Please do not Fire Lens Portal. You don't have lethal if you Fire Lens Portal.
So this is 13. I mean, yeah, this is lethal. Arcane Blast, Fireball.
I did not expect Dire Spare to win this game. I'm going to be honest.
Same.
Those are some very interesting circumstances. Yeah, just Arcane Blast on your own minions.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Bear. You got this. What's 12 plus 13? It's more than 21. No, do not mouse open the Firelands portal.
It's lethal.
No!
No!
Oh my god.
He could die.
Wow.
Soon she
Did
will
he
be-
actually? Maybe he doesn't know that he can Arcane Blast his own minion?
Yeah, maybe he thinks it's enemy minion.
What? Come on, Bear. Throwing away the game, bud. No.
Extended BM.
Oh my gosh. Missing lethal. There we go. Good job.
Got him.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
Comp found the lethal.
Cop found the lethal.
Dire
Dire Spare could not
Spare
find the
is-
lethal.
Stumbling to complete the reverse sweep.
There was
Now,
actually you know that
Priest just
Bear
has
could have
to
been punished there.
Oh
He-
yeah,
He could have lost.
like just draw cycle into burn.
Well, it would have
Like
been
cycle
well,
into
he's
cycle
used both.
into eviscerate.
He's used
So
both
it-
of his eviscerates and both of his cold bloods.
Wait, I
But,
thought
it would
just
have to
one
be-
eviscerate.
He has to use Swashbuckler into Fireball. Only lethal
I
out
got you.
in the game of Hearthstone. Here's a Warcraft PC. I guess he could have. No, that was it. Or Ice Block.
Or Polymorph 4.
Would Polymorph 4 have done it?
Oh, absolutely. Polymorph 4, that's Swashbuckler. Or the que- Or no, not even the questing, because you get the extra 1 damage with the questing.
Yeah, so questing was at
Yeah.
6,
Check all
7,
these
8,
outs.
12, 13. No, he would have been at 14. I think it was only Fireball.
Yeah. Wait, no, Polymorph 4.
No Polymorph 4.
I thought 4 damage was good because the eviscerates and cold bloods with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, whatever. It would have been great.
Those are some interesting games.
But instead we had missed lethal. So there's only 2 classes left. I can only imagine that someone's going to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. For me, this would be my crank. Well, I think we've talked about this before. Do you have pre-THL rituals? You say you just like look through your decks obsessively, right?
Look through the decks obsessively. Normally I wouldn't play ladder much, but this month early in the season I'm kind of not taking ladder all that seriously, so playing some Anyfin Paladin, you know.
Nice. I like that deck. I've been playing a lot of that combo priest I told you about. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So
But
just not getting too stressed out really.
during every single one of my THL matches and most of my tournament matches, I just blast DMX.
There you go.
Just makes you feel badass.
Someday at BlizzCon.
Someday at BlizzCon. Nah, I quit competitive Hearthstone. THL is the only Hearthstone I play. I play an
Nice.
hour of video games a week now, compared to like the 100 hours. All right, so Priest versus Rogue,
It's not very hard.
last game of the series. Dire's
Yeah,
Fair.
so you like to give it to the rogue, but who knows?
like to give it
Dire
to the
Spear
rogue.
seems capable of everything.
Yeah, Dire's Fair. I don't know what's happening.
He
There's
is
very
the-
interesting things happening.
The wolf has nothing on the bear. So Shaku the Collector is an interesting card, but I don't know that you. Well, I guess you keep it.
Nah,
No.
you want to go for Pirates here. Gotta.
How about Tomb Pillager on the coin?
I'd probably keep Tomb Pillager on the coin
Pretty
100% of the
good.
time. Keeping Nether Spite is not debatable. I don't
she's
think I would do
she's definitely been worse in the past, but against pirates, well, she can get something done.
I
Better
love
than
Shakur.
hero power.
Oh, Dragonfire
Shaku.
Potion. That's what you keep. You keep
Did
Dragonfire.
did Comp keep the Azure Drake?
He did.
It's interesting.
Yeah, very. Oh wow,
Also gives
nice.
the Tomb Pillager back, so things are looking just good, I think.
Pretty good top deck there.
Dire Spear has Dragonfire Potion, which is huge.
Yeah. Shaku will actually get some value here.
You've got Drake on 5.
You still
Operative's
gotta take the
pretty
operative,
slow.
right?
But you can get some stuff like prep or like you can get tempo tools yourself. Hunger
Dragon isn't bad though as well.
It's not. Okay. Decides to go
Starlight
for the
Whelp
quick,
isn't
the
great.
quicker. Oh, Shadow Strike. That's interesting.
Yeah, pretty good against this deck.
So,
I
The
kind
Nether
of want to
Spite-
see a coin out Shaku.
would you want to use the coin? So,
I feel like just getting Shaku out earlier is good. I don't think you ever backstab the Nether Spite here.
no, like there could be Cabal Talon Priest, but it's not a big deal. It's just Nether Spite. It's not like Cleric. Well, I guess the Whelp kind of pays off here. There's something to do.
Yeah. Not
You
so
can
bad.
definitely backstab Whelp. Backstab Whelp. Shaku.
Ooh.
There's also some Edwin opportunity, but maybe that's just gonna get better.
4/4 Edwin is pretty good.
True. You don't need to push Edwin too hard, but I think Comp was playing 2 Conceal, correct?
Yes, I did see 2 deals.
This is an interesting list. Double Conceal, Shadow Strike, Shaku, and Questing. What the heck does he cut? Is he not running Sap, like, at all?
Wormrest is a fantastic draw.
Yeah. Does something safe against Shaku, but I mean, Comp can very well just skip the Tomb Pillager and Shadow Strike this, but I think Tomb Pillager makes a world of sense.
Nah, he's gonna go for the greedy play. I see it. Or, yeah, actually the best play here is 100% coin eviscerate the 2/4 play Edwin. Get a 6/6. Trade
That's
into
pretty
the
sick,
shot.
actually.
You get a bunch of good stuff off Shaku.
So many.
It is met with a fantastic just like death pain.
Yeah, that's a really great play though, because like a Shadow Strike and a trade into that, like it just sets you up for Blackwing Corruptor by running out the Edwin
Yep.
too. It's just like, yeah, it would have to be exactly Death Pain, which
So many
At that point, the priest is skipping their 5-drop, which is a pretty big deal. I think that's a great play. I also don't think there's much wrong with just Pillager either.
Too soon.
And just like trying to save coins. Now
Very
this, on the
interesting.
other hand, I'm not so sure about. The
Oh.
coin felt more important to me.
But there's no way that you can deal with it. How does Priest deal with?
It would
Warforged?
have to be Blackwing Corruptor.
Yeah, this is pretty good Blackwing if Darius Bear had it. Just trade the 1/1 in. But apparently Draconid Operative's just the next best bet.
Yeah, Draconidoid Operative. See if you can maybe find. I don't know. Just see what you find. Prep, Backstab, Power Word Shield, Shadow Word Pain, Shadow. Or wait, what am I talking about? These are all not rogue cards. Don't think Auctioneer's it. Sap seems fine, right? Just more quote-unquote removal. I don't think it's counterfeit coin. Yeah.
I like Sap. Sap deals with Azadrake.
It's so true, it's sad. Alright, so now by having waited on the Edwin, it starts to pay off a little bit. Comp might be able to do something really dirty with Conceal.
Yeah.
Confessor Paletris. Man, that's slow.
Oh my gosh. Confessor Paletris is what he got off Shaku.
Oh, 10
Yeah.
mana, just easy Confessor, Dagger, Conceal.
Easy.
Pretty sick.
Got a
not
Drake
nearly-
here, right? I
Yeah.
don't see any play other than Drake.
Double Dragonfire Potion, Direst Bear. What?
What
Yeah.
is a loon's
Wow. Wow. Unfortunately, it does nothing against these Astro.
Unfortunately, Azadrake still can't be killed. Where's my light bomb? Where is my light bomb?
a loon's will?
Where's my light bomb? Yeah, you just Drake. Hope to find Power Word Shield or something. Bookworm. Bookworm and 2 Dragonfire Potion. These Dragon Priests tonight are really something else.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, just why not Azure Drake and just... Oh, is he gonna see what he gets first and Oh! Oh, do that. Yeah, have the
What a
4/1 Drake out
play.
there.
Nah, you don't do that at all.
Oh, yeah. Go. Do it.
I
Get
think you play. You don't play Tomb Pillager Eviscerate?
Oh, get him. Yeah. Just make the priest cry. Like a 4/1 Azure Drake, just make him cry. You know they don't have Blackwing Corruptor.
You got Holy Nova though. Sometimes. Double Bookworm, double Dragonfire. Not looking good from a man.
No. Like, they're just useless.
You should take a look at chat right now.
Oh, the lethal, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so the death and pain has finally happened, but the Azure Drake still double Bookworm. What the... Still reigns supreme.
Right. I want to see Draconid Operative into Eviscerate. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Holy.
Oh my god. Auctioneer, Prep,
This is the
Concealed
hand that I'd
Twisting.
put cards that could deal with Azadrake if I had any.
Mhm.
Fuck.
It's time for Naked Bookworm.
You don't just play Azadrake?
I
Don't
don't
get
know.
stuff. Sap,
I'd like
sap the
something-
opposing Azadrake.
Sap the healthy one. I'd prefer something that could actually, like,
Yeah.
trade and live.
Yeah. Sap will cause comp to overdraw as well. Which is kind of
I think
interesting.
Comp's fine if he overdraws, because this hand just wins right here. All he needs to do is just get to, like...
I wonder.
Well, no, because it would die to Dragonfire Potion. Just like
Yeah,
the
everything
right
dies.
turn where you Auctioneer, prep into things that involve Edwin in concealing. You can make Edwin big enough to live.
We know Dyrus Bear is not thinking about overdrive comp right now.
No.
Not in his mind.
So is this a prep eviscerate Edwin conceal? Sure seems like it. That's a 6
Good.
damage eviscerate, by the way.
You have this face here. What are you doing?
Was this this was never lethal, right?
But you have this face there.
Right, because what's the bookworm doing? Nothing.
Never mind vision. Feels bad.
Yeah.
It looks like, unless there's a 9-mana Deathwing top decked.
Light bomb.
Light bomb, dude. Alright, how do we... Anyway. Dragonfire
Almost.
doesn't kill dragons.
Doesn't kill anything except the 1/1s.
Wow.
Is someone injured?
If only
yeah,
it empered
Tyrande is
that
kind of
time.
injured over there, and she's about
Yeah.
to be even more injured. Go auctioneer. No, Comp's
Yeah.
too merciful. So it took a 5-game series, but Comp does take it 3-2.
Yeah.
Man, Dire Spear's
There
got
were some misplays
wild
on both
decks.
sides,
Yeah,
but that's okay. You know, it's good shit. Good game. I'm gonna try
Cool.
not to swear.
good series. Yeah, how dare
Good
you?
series.
My ears. Yeah,
My
so
ears. THL ears.
those are some cool matches tonight. There were a lot of like really interesting builds and strategies that people came with. Unfortunately, Phenoms was really interesting, but he got swept. So I don't know
Yeah.
if I have faith in the no shaman bring. But yeah, that's gonna sum it up for Salty Saturday. It was a long one tonight, so thanks Super Sam for coming on
Yeah.
board.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll do it again sometime.
Yep. And thanks the Anarchist for hosting as always. And I believe next week, in terms of co-casting, Ridiculous Hat has expressed interest, and I'll probably take him up on it. 'Cause he's pretty cool.
Nice.
So yeah, that's
Looking
gonna
forward
be
to
it.
that, guys. Have a great night.
So yeah, 5 weeks out of 9. Season 5 keeps going strong. We're more than halfway through, so let's see where things
Yeah.
end up next week with the power rankings and everything. So until
Have a good
then,
night, guys.
bye.